Super Bowl bound, baby. Because it really didn't matter who's going to win the NFC game between Baker Mayfield and Jared Goff. I don't really think so. And by the way, Niners did survive, though, the Green Bay Packers, and I still say that was the toughest opponent we're going to see probably between now and whenever. Good God. Boys came to play, and they can. NFL Division playoffs, so 49ers defeat Packers, and we'll host Lions in NFCCG. One thing I do not want to go, though, and tell me this isn't true. When you were watching this show on film, if you went to Bleacher Report or any other site, they showed film of the Bills looking like the Cowboy fans after we got through with them. See, because, we can't keep doing this and not finish the job. The Niners versus Packers ended in a fashion that has happened many a time in San Francisco history, as you do know, and that is to say, a legendary fashion. Because the 49ers, what we do have, along with the 5 titles, along with being one away from tied with the greatest of all time in the Super Bowl era, we have all those golden moments. And that might have been one yesterday. Brock Purdy had struggled most of the day, but finally found a rhythm in the final minutes of the game to do so, do his best impression of Joe Montana. Joe had some games like that where, through all kind of INTs. Was it the Cowboys? All kind of INTs and just screwing up the whole game. But then, when it got real, boom, Joe struck like a snake. Die, sucker. Brock, the same thing. Ice water pumping through his veins. At the end, he remained calm, stayed the course, and the 49ers just refused to die. I'm still thinking about that. The more I think about it, the other things you think about, the things that pissed you off during the course of the game. But when you think about it, this is a game that really challenges you mentally and physically. And they came through that the way they did. So we're going to the phones for a Celebration Sunday testimony from you about the divisional playoff game between the Niners and the Packers. Also, your take on the NFCCG matchup with the advancing Lions. Did anybody think the Lions were going to lose? I kind of thought they'd probably win. They're in Lion country. Didn't Mayfield and company beat the Lions early in the season, though? I think I remember something like that. But, fam, and of huge importance, Debo, his official status is uncertain, but he was in good spirits after sustaining that left shoulder injury during the Niners' win yesterday against the Packers. Samuel told NBC Sports Bay Area after the win he was joking and all in a good mood and everything with his 49 teammates in the locker room. I'm okay. I'm fine. What are you looking at? I'm okay. Unquote. Debo, he wants to play. He wants to play. He will do anything he can to stay on that field. I don't want him to play. But if he can't help us, he can't help us. I don't. It was much different seeing than when he injured the same shoulder in week 16, or week 6, I'm sorry, that game to the Browns. And the locker room after following that particular injury, Debo needed help putting on his jacket after that game because of that injury. Last night, Debo lifted up both arms to put his stuff on. Almost put his shit up. But, yeah. So maybe he's not kidding. Maybe pulling the shirt over your head is difficult even when your shoulders are fine. So Debo only registered 2 receptions, though, for 24 yards before he was sidelined in the first quarter. He caught his first pass from BP for a 50-yard gain. 15, I'm sorry. When D got up for that play, he gave everyone a scare. Remember he limped over to the field? If you were like me, you weren't looking down to the ground. You were just looking at him. And then, oh, Jesus. Damn, Debo, it's your shoe. And to turn out his shoe was partially coming off his foot, causing him to walk awkwardly off the field. But, fam, tonight, let's get to the talking points will be after last night's game. Was your faith shaken about the Niners' ability to get it done going forward? It'd be easy to do that after we've seen what we saw last night because everybody's not taking into the weather conditions, and unfortunately that does affect the 49ers' performances. We've seen that on a number of occasions already. Brock Purdy couldn't hold on the ball. We just did everything you could do possibly wrong. So there's that. Evaluate performances. You most appreciated in yesterday's game. I still think Brock Purdy, he rose above. Now, in his young second year, I'm impressed. I really am. He was slipping. He was having problems in the beginning. But he finally pulled himself together to win that game. I'll never forget that. Also, were you concerned with Shanahan's game plan? Now, see, Kyle, you can't game plan specifically behind the guys like Debo. You cannot do it behind McCaffrey. You can't do it behind Kittle. You've got to have an even attack, you idiot. I love calling Cassian an idiot, but the thing is, because if one of them goes down, the whole goddamn car falls apart. When Debo went down, the 49ers went into I don't know what that was they went into, but it looked confused. Because if Debo was the game plan, and it started out that way, because normally we start out the game, it's always about McCaffrey. Give him the ball right now. And that later ended up happening anyway, but the thing you want to have, like George Kittle said, you want to have Debo and Christian doing what they do in tandem. Alternate it. Do it. And George says, I'll clean it up, but, you got to have those two. They are the shotgun. They are the howitzer and the machine gun. You need both weapons. So, when Kyle lost one, now he doesn't know what to do. The game plan is, he doesn't have anything to call now. It did appear that way. That's got to be science fiction. But Jesus Christ, that's what it appeared to be. And were you concerned with, as I say, finally, are you entertaining fears about more huge success by the opposition run game versus the Niners defense? See, eventually that's going to play out. We got away with it again a bit yesterday. No. We got away with it a lot yesterday. We did not stop the run. Another 100. First time in 51 games. Now, they've been close for the game week after week during the season. The 49ers have looked shaky on the run stop. It hadn't eclipsed 100 yards a runner yet. But yesterday, 100, and it's a good thing the game ended when it did. I don't know where that was going. Also, fam, any point you want to make pertaining to the game, what's coming up next, because quite frankly, I am not afraid. I'm trying to be more respectful. I should have been more respectful last week of the Packers. The Lions look good. I still think they look good. But I still realize the 49ers, if Debo plays, if the weather's not wet, God, it's such a sad thing to say. We can't play unless it's dry. That's just so ridiculous. J. Fella, what's up? Give me a Ronbo shout out. I'm in the hospital. Hospital baby? Oh, hospital baby. Hey, J. Fella, bring that little Niner in there. Niner! For the newest Niner in this world. Wait a minute, I'm tangled up here again. Oh, here we go. Boy, I tell you what, are you tired of Mahomes? See, this is the thing. I'm trying not to talk about him, but if I see any more commercials about Travis Kelce and Mahomes, because they got a dynasty going, fam. Hey, Junior.
Ronbo.
How you doing,
What's going on with you, Ronbo?
Hey, man, I ain't talked to you forever.
It's time to put the Purdy sticker behind you. It's time to put the Purdy sticker behind you.
Listen. I'm waiting. He's got to win the Super Bowl. I'm leaning toward we got to put over a past legend, because the minute something goes wrong with him, boy, everybody's going to go after him. Boy, quarterbacks get beat up around here.
I got you, Ronbo.
Yeah, so wait.
I got you, Ronbo. I wanted to come on here and say, go Niners. I'm going to keep it short for everyone else. I just want to tell you, man, let me tell you, we can't take them Lions lightly. I'm not saying that we took the Packers lightly. You know what I'm saying? They get a big win off the Dallas. We hate them boys. Mm-hmm. They got a big win off the Dallas. There was hot coming into Santa Clara.
Yep.
It was close, Yeah. But you know what? As that game went, we needed that game to happen. A close game like that, Brock Purdy, final drive, 3.5, 4 minutes left. You need that. This team needed that kind of win for the playoffs. They needed it. Pressure, the build-up, everything. It's just a quarterback needs that win, and Brock Purdy has never had that kind of win yet, and I feel like that is going to just express him more as a quarterback. So,
agreed.
You know what I'm saying, Debo? Like this, the Niners open up as 6.5-point favorites against the Lions next week. We don't take them boys lightly. You got to stop the run. I know you said the run game right now, the run defense is shaky right now. You got to – I thought Eric Armstead coming back would help that a little bit more, but you gotta hit these suckers in the mouth. The Lions, Detroit, first win in a long time. It's a great story, Ronbo. Great story. But it ends here. It ends here. I'm sorry.
I agree. You know, because the Buffalo Bills was a good story too. I thought they was going to actually advance in that game.
Exactly.
And Patrick, with broke down team, people gone, and everything else, would have then won that game. It's the mark of a champion, and that's what I want the 49ers to grow to be. Like you said, we went through all that adversity, went through all that pain and struggle. At the end of the fourth quarter, boom, Niners win.
Exactly.
Yes. That's what I'm talking about.
It was perfect fashion. Perfect fashion. So, you know, I'm really nervous. I'm not even looking towards the Super Bowl. I'm taking this one game at a time at this point. Not looking at KC. I'm not looking at Baltimore. I was there Christmas Day against Baltimore. I felt it. I'm you know what I'm saying? I felt the hatred for Baltimore. I get it. You want revenge games from the Super Bowls years ago. I understand that.
Yep.
But the Niners need to focus on one thing, and that's Detroit.
Yeah.
You know, they got their hearts in their hands right now. I said we go in, we home, punch him in the goddamn mouth.
Yeah.
Punch him in the mouth. That's all we got to do.
Send a message right now. Yes, indeed. I agree.
Exactly.
In case anybody thinks we're soft and we got whooped, we should have got whooped last week because everybody thinks, oh, man, the Packers beat the 49ers. You see it all over the Packers beat the 49ers. Man, y'all escaped. Man, y'all ain't that good. I said, you know what? I knew this was coming. I didn't respond to it, though, because I get tired of fighting. But you know what? Wait. God, we'll be all right.
I'm telling you right now, that game's not raining. Debo don't go out. We win that game 2-3 touchdowns.
Going away.
I'm telling you. I don't know what it is. It happened against Cleveland. A little rain, ball was wet. Brock Purdy, he's not getting a good grip because I'm seeing plays. I'm seeing the highlights, and this man's like rubbing his hand on his pants before he's about to throw the ball mid-play.
Yeah.
So, you know, it is what it is. But, you know, I'm riding with my quarterback. You know what I'm saying? Nobody thought he'd be here. I love the doubting. I love that, man. Just keep that energy. I like it. Everybody wants us to lose, man. Packers fans, Cowboys fans, Raiders fans, Rams fans. I'm seeing it everywhere.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it, Ronbo. And I cannot wait. I can't wait to hold up that Lombardi mid-February. I love it. We're going to see it.
Thing.
I love it.
Hey,
all right, Ronbo.
Great to hear from you again. I've heard you in a long time. You know what? Be back midweek. Yeah.
Yeah, Rob. I'm not to get off the track, but I'm stationed in Colorado. I'm from San Francisco originally, but I'm based out in Mini Army in Colorado. So.
All right. How's the weather?
Keeping it Go Niners in Colorado. You know what I'm saying?
We'll do, Junior. We'll do. Niners,
all righty.
Colorado, Junior. All right, fam. Talk to you in a bit. This is one of our very, very special people, a serviceman, Junior, stationed out in Colorado. Hey, yo, Jack.
I've been waiting all my life. Hold on. Detroit versus everybody.
Yeah.
Now we know what this mofo was talking about. I was doing my research, Ronbo.
Yeah.
And this guy has the audacity to come on our show, on our team, throughout the whole year and say the same goddamn thing.
Over and over.
Eminem, Detroit, the whole state of Michigan. That's who we're going up against.
Yep.
This is even deeper than the team we just played, okay? This is even deeper. But Almond St. Brown against Ambry Thomas, where do you think the 50-50 balls are going, Ronbo? Every goddamn time when Goff is getting pressured.
Jack, I think it's time to have – we got to go ahead and put Mooney on their best receiver. He's got to be their best receiver, isn't he? Because we can't have Ambry trying to guard him.
I was telling David and a couple other cats out here in the UK, I was saying, dude, put Lenore outside and put the other boy in the slot, Womack. Put Womack in the slot. But listen, Hutchinson moving around against our O-line, these are some things I'm looking at. I'm looking at Ambry Thomas against Amon St. Brown. These are a couple things I'm looking
Matchups.
at. How their linebackers are going to adjust to Christian McCaffrey. These are things I'm looking at. But you remember one thing, Ronbo, not just Brock Purdy, but another 7th-round pick with a man who is on fire, just like his red hair right now, Jawan Jennings. Yeah. What he told Kyle Shanahan when he got drafted. Do you remember what he told Kyle Shanahan on that phone call when Kyle Shanahan called him and said, "We're drafting you, Ronbo"?
Remind me. I do not.
He said, "You got a dog. You got a dog."
I do remember that now. Yeah. Well, he was
You got a dog, baby. The way he went up against those 3 people and snatched that ball, and they tried to strip it off the big-ass hands,
but he was fighting
showed
his
us
ass
that
off,
dog that he met, what he told Kyle Shanahan.
I just wish Trent Williams or somebody would have went sprinting over there because he was all by himself and it was all over him. The refs had to come pull them dudes off him, but he was not backing down. Yeah, no.
And even though even though Wes Welker went with Mike McDaniels, guess what? We only needed him for a little time to show Jawan Jennings, who also isn't the fastest guy in the world, how to get open, how to do this, how to do that.
Uses his body well and
Jawan
size.
Jennings took it to another level with his dogness. So Ronbo, listen. I just want to say this, man. The Ravens and the Chiefs both punked us in the Super Bowl, man. They both punked us in the Super Bowl.
And in regular season,
but guess what? We're from the West. And the regular season, but guess what? We're from the West Coast, and you know what the hood rules are in the West Coast. And a lot of these cats have been in the West Coast for a minute now, Ronbo. Is that, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, England kind of squared me up a little bit. I've been here for a minute, but don't get it twisted, homeboy. I'm from the 209. You know what I'm saying? Stockton, Modesto, stand up, or even Merced. But anyways, just like we walked into Philadelphia the following year in all black.
That was classic.
That's what is these mofos, because I'm gonna keep it nice tonight. That's what these mofos are gonna see when we see whoever we see, whether it's the Ravens or the Chiefs. Because guess what? They got one, but we coming back. We coming back, baby. So Detroit versus everyone. You know what? Shout out to you, baby, for the whole year. And guess what? We're taking this game at a time. We're not focusing on Ravens and Chiefs like the last caller said. Game at a time. We got our hands full with these folks. So we need to be on point.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Whether it's Debo, we're going to play him a little bit, and they ain't a joke. But listen, guess what? Neither are we, baby.
That's right.
Neither are we. In the mud and slide and all that stuff that happened over there last night, and we got the job done. Brock Purdy.
In the end,
he's vanilla.
6
but goddamn, he got some charisma, baby.
Yeah, boy, got a little ghetto in him, don't he?
No. He got a little ghetto in him, baby. God damn. Thank you.
Look good. Well, Jack,
all right, man. All right, y'all.
Be back.
Stay excited, baby.
All right, fam. See you a little later in the week. All right. There he goes.
I can't wait to see you in the UK, and I'll pick you up at the airport with a limousine full of champagne and the finest bitches you ever seen in Europe. This is, hey, before I go, by the way, we're just starting. Me and David are starting an empire, Ronbo Empire out over here in Europe. And guess what? We're going to surpass the best tip that's ever been in Ronbo together, collectively. We're going to make the biggest tip and challenge the USA versus Europe. Who can tip Ronbo the most? Okay, so stay tuned, folks, because we coming, baby. I'm starting a goddamn dynasty out here. All right, stay tuned, baby. Love y'all. Can't wait for the game. Detroit versus everybody.
Big Jack. I love it. Jack, I'm back Tuesday looking for you. All right? Here he goes. Hey, yo, Frank.
And you know this, man?
Ronbo.
Who does that? Oh, I know. The movie Friday. Chris Tucker. Frank, get on in there with that fish sandwich.
What's up, Ronbo?
Man, Hey, it's like Junior pointed out. You know what? We showed some toughness. You know, we might have laid down 2, 3, 4 years ago. We got as much trouble as we got against in that rainy day condition. We got players out there falling down. Brock can't grab the ball. When it came to push, came to shove, and looked like we was about to lose that game, all of a sudden the 49ers shifted that fifth gear that I didn't even know we had. I'm telling you, I love it. Frank, we didn't talk to you yesterday. What is making you feel good about that game? And what are you looking forward to? Some of the problems I talked about that you might be concerned about. Running game. The fact that Kyle Shanahan is doing things that he even said he had to explain in a press conference. And you have faith in after what happened yesterday. Go ahead.
Ronbo, almost had a heart attack, Ronbo.
Oh, no, man. Most of it is picking stuff up out the floor. That's right. Smelling
Hey,
salts.
Ronbo.
Count the fingers.
Man, my uncle, after the game, we said we need a drink. We had went to go get a bottle of Jameson, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we went to go get a bottle of Jameson, man.
Yeah,
Good night, man. Yeah, man, it was, Ronbo, I did not respect that, Ronbo. You know what I was saying? I said, I don't even want the 1 seed no more, man.
they took too much time off. They couldn't play.
Yeah, I don't want no 1 seed no more, man. They was out of sync. They wasn't in rhythm.
Timing was terrible.
Purdy, but I see that Green Bay watched that Baltimore Ravens game, and that's why I believe Purdy allowed his passes. I think Purdy had that Baltimore game in the back of his head, and, because he kept overthrowing the ball. Even though he couldn't have grip, but he Frank, overthrew a lot of passes, right? Because the defenders,
Frank, you heard the explanation behind that, though, right? He was trying to float that ball over defenders. When you do that, it better be a basketball shot or it's not going to work. And I hope Kyle talks him out of that.
Yeah,
he floated,
but
it worked. Jawan Jennings pulled it down. And some other guys couldn't get up there.
See, that was from his Baltimore members kept jumping, jumping up, putting their hands up. And that's what I think he was he was still stuck in Baltimore, mode, I think, from that game. And that's why I think he kept selling the ball, overthrowing it. He just is out of sync too. And like the rain, the weather, when it rains, he not at his best. Yeah. When it's raining, But at the end of the day, when the money was on the line, he did what he supposed to do. I don't care how you look the first 3 quarters, but when it counts, he delivered, and that's all that matters. And I was like, yes, Purdy, that's all that matters. He came through at the end, and I was happy for that. The defense came, but they got to do better with tackling, Ronbo. They're getting on my nerves with the tackling stuff, Ronbo. I don't understand what the world is going on with the defense, man.
I'm blaming everything.
And he did the same thing in Cleveland, too. He did the same thing in Cleveland, too.
Yeah, thanks, Jack. Yep. And Avery Thomas, Ronbo. What is going on with the PIs, man? Like, come on, Avery. Like, what are you doing, man?
Embry
Why are you touching the man?
Started on Embry. You know what?
What are you doing? I'm like, Avery, what are you doing, man? Why are you touching the guy? It's 3rd and 15. Like, what are you doing, man? Like, come on, man. Like, we gotta clean. We had to clean. They really had to clean up. Quick in a hurry, and I believe they will. I think we needed this type of game.
Oh, they all woke
gritty
up.
game, this
Frank,
ugly game.
They saw the light pass before them.
Yeah,
they're awake now.
Yeah, we needed that. So I think next week we're gonna be more locked and loaded and ready. And this gonna be what's the defensive player was going back and forth with Debo. I think C.J. Garner or something like that.
Oh, yeah.
He the one was talking trash with Debo. So this is going to be very interesting, to see.
Who was that Nayuk's face on every play?
No, I'm talking about Detroit.
Oh, that's right.
Remember Debo got into it with the Detroit.
Oh, that's right.
They said they cornered. He was saying Debo wasn't a wide receiver, remember? Yeah.
That's why Debo wants to play so bad.
Yeah.
I forgot about that, Frank.
Yeah.
Bradbury didn't want nothing to do with Debo.
No, Debo playing, Ronbo. He playing. Debo gonna play. He gonna play.
I believe it.
Debo just gotta learn. He gotta learn. That's the way he plays physical. Ain't nothing wrong with that. But sometimes he gotta learn to just go down.
Let up.
Stop trying to just go down.
Just go down.
Just go down. Yeah, just go down, man. You know, it's okay. It's okay. We know you Devo. We know you tough, but sometimes just go down, man. You know what I'm saying? Just go
That's my
down.
first down, punk. You know, come on, man. You got to go down. Let up. They got you. You got 3 guys on you, man. Go on down. No, Debo's.
Well, yeah, but I'm
Debo!
I feel confident, Ron, but we know Jared, though. I mean, he would a different team. You know, we know his weakness. We know his strength. We done played against him when he was with the Rams. So we do need to get more pressure, though. But I think, Detroit offensive line that is good as Green Bay offensive line.
No.
Tampa Bay got in there a couple times.
Frank. Detroit may have the best offensive line. Oh, you said defensive line.
No. I'm talking about their offensive line. So when they played Green Bay got like 5. Yeah, Green Bay got like 5 or 6 on Thanksgiving. Green Bay sacked Jared Goff like 5, 6 times.
You talking about defensive line?
They was crushing that offensive line.
Yeah.
That's why they know Detroit offensive line.
No, Detroit's offensive line. Well, yeah, you're right.
Ronbo,
they did get at
Goff. Green Bay got after him. Green Bay sacked him like 5, 6 times.
I hope our defensive line can do it because I'm not impressed.
So we need to create some pressure on the quarterback. They haven't been saying it. You know, Jordan Love had a lot of time in that pocket, Ronbo. But we got pressure, but we need to get some sacks, man. We need to get some hits, man. We need to get some hits, and that's what I want to see this game. We need to get some pressure because Goff will throw that, but Goff will turn the ball over.
Yeah,
God will turn that ball over. The more pressure you put on him.
You got to get that pressure in there, though. He's got Sewell on one end. That offensive line is pretty good. I think we could penetrate it because we got better defenders. Those guys on defensive line are good. Be good. Oh.
Yeah. It's definitely gonna be a good game. I'm not taking them lightly, but I think we definitely gonna play. And then the weather supposed to be nice, I think. So it's gonna be a better game. I think we gonna come out with man focused and straight trying to dominate, but we not gonna take them lightly because Detroit gonna come out, trying to give us they all as well.
Well, they have to. It's his time.
We're gonna see.
We gotta go. Frank.
We're gonna see.
I'll see you Tuesday. All right.
All right, Ron, but man, love you, man. Shout out
to
you, production. Ellis, Papas, Phil, Jack, everybody, man. All the Tonys, man. Shabab, everybody, man. Everybody, man. I know I don't know everybody's name, but TNT, right, shout out to y'all, big show. Everybody, man. Everybody. All right, Ron. Well, your mom say, hey, Ron.
I was going to say hi to moms and tell them Washington we will return next year. All right.
Okay. All right, Ron.
Good to hear from you, Frank. All right. Back Tuesday.
You too, man.
Thanks, man.
Yes, sir. All right.
And Blue Bloods, I think the Packers was the wake game we need. We have those every 3 games. That's true, huh? Every 3 games, we will be woke and sharp next 2 games. Next 2 games, let's go. Yeah, I think so. The 49ers, they got smacked, and it gives you, rejuvenates you, because the team knows they're good. But when somebody punches them in the gut, y'all ain't playing, huh? All right, let's go. They have to have that for some reason. Hey, Michael.
Hey, Ronbo. What a good game today, boy. Wow.
That was fun,
I can't believe it.
I thought Buffalo was going to win that game, though.
Buffalo, you know what that reminds me of? Remember the Super Bowl when Buffalo missed the field goal? I thought, here we go again. Buffalo, that's your curse, your kicker.
0-4-4.
Remember how they lost the Super Bowl, the missed field goal? See, they lost it too. They could have tied it up. And then
they've lost 4 Super Bowls. That's why their area code got changed. They really have a problem. That's really sad.
They have a problem with something with kicking or something. I don't know. That might be back in the day when they missed that field goal. I'm like, right.
With the big game, when they build a dome, watch and see, Michael. Get out of that ice box, and maybe you'll have better results.
Yeah.
God.
They need to make an indoor stadium for Buffalo because that place is like a freaking freezer. You go out there and you freeze your whole body out.
Oh, it affects play.
Give you a, Yep. Your foot gets frozen. You're like your body shakes. You could have
muscles are tight.
Oh yeah.
Surprised they don't have more.
And I wanted Tampa Bay, but I wanted Tampa Bay to win, but that's all right. You know what? The Lions, be prepared for the 49ers because I think we're going to I'd like to know what the lifetime series with the 49ers and Lions. If they were met in the playoffs before, or what's the lifetime? I'm trying to remember if they were played in the playoffs.
Michael, are you making jokes? You're making jokes. Have the 49ers ever met the Lions in anything? No.
Nothing. No.
The Lions have never been in anything.
That's right. That's right. They never met us. They won't. So that's it. This might be the last. That's right. You're right. This might be the last. This is going to be the last, guys.
Yeah.
The Lions are not coming back. Vegas don't want the Lions in no Super Bowl. Vegas does not want the Lions in there. Vegas would do anything in their own power to tell the referees, keep the Lions out.
Well, they could be like
I don't
Patrick
want
Mahomes and the Chiefs took forever they took 50 years to win a Super Bowl. So they could have
I'm thinking
on their side, actually. I hope not.
Who? Kansas City in the Super Bowl?
No, I know Kansas City's going to the Super Bowl. Lamar cannot be Patrick. But,
no,
that's fine. Because you know what? I wanted the Chiefs somewhat, but I was really wanting to get revenge on Lamar and company.
I want them both. How about this? Have them both show up. We'll
we'll play them back-to-back games.
We'll play them back-to-back. We'll have double the trophy, double the pleasure. The payback game. Yeah, either way, I mean, I don't care who we play. Just wanted, you know what I mean? The main thing we got to focus is on Detroit. Now, I don't know how the guy said the 49ers were favored 6.5, but the spread out already. I didn't think the spread would be up that fast. I mean, it could be 6.5. I'd like to know what the Chiefs and the Baltimore Ravens spread will be. Probably Baltimore will be favored because they're home.
That's a good. I wonder what this. Did you see? There's no spread out on that game yet, is there?
No, the guy on your call said. No, somebody on your call said 6.5.
No, I'm talking about the
Detroit.
No, I'm talking about Patrick versus the Lamar.
Probably won't find out till tomorrow because the only way I'm thinking why he found out about the 49ers because we played yesterday.
Yeah, so Vegas hasn't figured that out yet. Okay, we'll see. Because the betting,
I would think Baltimore would be fair. I think Baltimore would be fair, but I like to see Mahomes beat Baltimore. I like to see Mahomes so that I could take him out. And then the year after that, I'll take out Baltimore again.
Michael, I got to tell you, there's something about the Chiefs.
It's Michael Jordan against LeBron James.
Yeah, I there's something about Patrick Mahomes that's very frightening. I don't know how I don't know how they won that game, but they did. He had two players and a running back. The defense did better than usual, but they pulled that one off.
How about the guy from Rochester? He did good today. The running back from Rochester did good today for the Chiefs. Passcode, whatever.
That's what I was talking about.
He's good.
And Rishi,
Rice.
He's a rookie. Look what he did. Mahomes turned him into a star.
Yeah. I mean, look at the guy from the Buffalo Bills. It went right through his hand. I said, I guess the weather's so cold you can't catch it.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm talking about.
Remember that long bomb to Devontae Adams? Yeah, not Devontae Adams. The guy from Buffalo, Diggs. He dropped it right through his fingers, Diggs.
Well, I can tell you what, I hope.
Hey, Ronbo, but guess what? It's 2023. It's 2023, and we got Djokovic, Brock Purdy.
Okay.
That's right.
All right, Jack.
Everybody, that's right. Brock Purdy.
Okay, go ahead.
Hey, Brock Purdy for president, maybe. Hey, we have to get Brock Purdy for president, 2024, maybe.
Brock's not. He's not the kind of material you want to put. He'll never be a president because you got to be mean and say insulting things and have an edge when you're in those debates.
Smart. He's got to be smart.
He is, but he's too nice. You got to be a little bit of a dog to be even running for president.
He's going to be a good. I tell you this, he's going to be a good husband, a good father for whoever he's married.
That
he's
married.
He's going to be a good father. I can tell he's going to be like the best father out there. Oh yeah. And then you see Travis Kelce's brother at the game drinking a big chug of beer, Buffalo Mafia. I said to myself, "Oh,
with his shirt off in that cold place."
Anybody who's Kelce would do anything. He could probably run out the field with his freaking boxers out there. He wouldn't care. He probably does the polar bear swim in the ice cold water.
We gotta go, Michael. I'll see you Tuesday.
All right, buddy. I'll see you tomorrow, bud. Tuesday. All right.
Yeah, it's only Sunday.
Big show on my 49 celebrations. Have a couple of drinks tonight, bud.
There you go.
Let's go Niners.
Oh God, football! What a crazy world, huh? I just don't want to see any more Mahomes and Kelce commercials. They're all over the place, man. Come on, get them out of here. Hey, go back to the UK. It's hey, David. Huh? Oh, Okie Niner. The Lions' O-line got 2 injured today. I don't want to wish anything bad on anybody, but really?
Ronbo.
Dave, get in here.
How's it going, Ronbo?
Oh, David, it's doing all right, man. You know, we're sitting back, relax. We just came through a game that tested our fortitude, and we look good. We're getting ready to go to Detroit. There's nothing that's going to scare this team. We're ready. Yes, we are.
Bring it. Bring it. we're gonna tear them Lions apart.
You know, it's building toughness. We need that, David. We do need to build toughness, and that was what we did yesterday. I like that. No more, candy. Candy ass. I can say that. Candy ass performances. The 49ers have already been to war and hell and back. All right.
and with that win, it goes to show that even in ugliness, we can still win.
Get it done. Yes.
And that just shows character.
Yeah, damn right.
So, I was watching the highlights earlier, and I know I said to you last night, JJ picking that pass in triple coverage.
God, that guy's good.
But there was one earlier where there was 4 people around him and he still caught it.
He is. JJ's really
with every game that he plays, he impresses me even more.
You know, I'm worried about him getting signed already, David, because the fact is, he could be the odd man out, but
How did we get him so cheap?
Well, because he came in as a 7th-round pick. You don't have to pay much for that pick. But the thing is, he's proven that he's more than a 7th-round pick, just like a lot of guys on our team. So now you got to pay him, or somebody's going to offer him more money, Dave. That's what I'm so worried about now.
No. Like I said to Jack earlier, as soon as the season's done, he's being dragged into the office and he's signing the contract. Maybe if he doesn't, I will fly over there and drag him in myself.
There you go. I like that. Dave, maybe we should talk to him today. Let's not wait till next week. You know?
Well, it's not the way the Niners do business.
I know.
As soon as
as
everything's done.
Yeah. Everything takes a priority.
And we've got that's the 2 receivers are done. And could you do me a favor? Because you're in San Francisco, can you slap some sense into Ambry Thomas? That was some poor shit.
I have to stand in line. You know, Ambry, okay, he's got a cast on. He just got a procedure done on his hand. So, he has got.
I thought that was Aaron Burks with a hand.
No, he has a small cast on one hand. I don't know when he can take it off, because he just got that procedure done 2 weeks ago, something like that. So he's out there playing with a slight handicap. But Ambry wasn't all that much better before that. He was okay, and he made some plays here and there. But yesterday he was just consistently bad. He's got to do better.
Yesterday showed how much I miss Hufanga.
Oh. Yeah, well, Hufanga's a safety.
I miss him. I miss him so bad being there.
You know what? Jair is not playing either. Did you hear what Kyle's explanation was as to why Jair's not playing?
And he was fit. Why did he not put him in?
He doesn't want to put Jair in that situation so soon. He thought putting him in there again in a playoff game would be a little too much intensity for him, so he wants to bring him along slowly. Okay, you know what? He said we would put him in a heartbeat if we had to, meaning if we had an injury. Who played safety? It was Gibson and who else?
Exactly. Who have we got?
I didn't know Jair wasn't playing until after the game.
I'm trying to think of who we've got.
Yeah, fam, who was playing safety beside Gibson? I don't know.
Is there anyone?
There has to be. It wasn't Logan, as I think he got hurt. All right, we got to look that up. I don't know who's playing the other safety. That's pretty funny. Logan Ryan.
This is where I said to you before. We have to sort the back out in our next draft.
Yeah. But it must have been Logan. It was Logan Ryan. I got 2 people saying that. 3. But I thought Logan got hurt. You're right. I don't know what they're going to do in the draft. But that draft pick, he won't be ready to go for prime time. Not with this team. That's the problem, Dave. We almost have to find a polished veteran, or hopefully Hufanga gets over whatever happened to him, and he's ready to go next year. You know?
I mean, I hope so.
I just don't know how.
I don't know what we can do.
I know how you.
I mean,
bad he ripped up that knee.
against a serious team, we're going to have problems with that.
Yeah, we're gonna exploit it. They're going after Ambry next weekend, and we know this. So it's a frightening thing.
And if they do that, just put Gibson alongside him.
Well,
they've got to come up with some kind of coverage that covers him.
Gibson's got to play his position, or they'll go over there where there's nobody. So he's got to. Ambry's got to step up. He's just got to focus. Coach has got to be in his face all week long. He's got to feel the pressure. He's got to get it done. He's the only person we could rely on. We lost Javon.
He needs a serious boot up. He needs a serious boot up his behind, doesn't he?
I know. This is why Verrett going down was so critical for us. Verrett would have came in and would have been seamlessly perfect. Man.
But do you know what? You called it as usual, Ronbo. The Lions done what they needed to do. I thought the Bills and Chiefs. That was a weird one.
And that's all the time with it. Some teams are going to do that every year.
I think they had as much of a panic attack as what we did.
No, Dave, we got to pull up. Let me see it Tuesday, okay?
Andre, but one thing before, as promised. What's going on,
David?
There's a surprise. There's a surprise, Ronbo. We did this specially. There's a surprise, Ronbo, we got for you specially. Me and David.
It's a double UK special here, Ronbo.
Before we go, guys, for the first time in the history of Ronbo Sports, if this doesn't pump you up, I don't know what will. 2 international callers will be joining forces for the championship game. And I am the person, Jack, who has called Ronbo Sports in the most different countries in the history. Okay? Dave and Jack are joining forces on championship game. And boy, are we going to get a lot of fucking donations that night.
Right. That's exciting.
We're ready and we're bringing it, Ronbo.
Oh, Dave, you and Jack, I thank you too. I thought you were going to bring me a double order of fish and chips and wrapped up in that traditional newspaper. I was really waiting for that.
Trust me.
We got to go,
when the
guys.
Niners come over here, that's the first thing I'll treat you to.
All right, give me a lot of that vinegar on there too. All right, Dave, Jack, we got to go, fam. Well, I'm going to see you guys Tuesday, all right?
Take care. Have a great one, Ronbo, and see you soon.
All right, David, looking forward to it.
Love to everyone. Take care.
What you gonna do when the UK and Europe come for you?
Jack's all pumped up tonight. I love it. Good night, Jack. He's starting his day. Aaron!
Ronbo.
Aaron, here we are. Day after. Celebration time.
Aaron, one thing I have to say for the UK, though. One thing I got to say, everybody that hates the UK, this is where English was made. Why we speak English, everybody, is because
Jack, we'll see you Tuesday. We gotta get people in. It's getting late, Jack. I'm sorry. See you Tuesday. Aaron, come on in. And Aaron, I wanted to hit you with that question, see your responses. After last night's game, was your faith shaken in your Niners' ability to get it done going forward, or have you any fears?
I mean, at first, like, when we were trailing, like, I was so sweaty that I couldn't take it. Like, I had to drink some water, and
did it help?
Man, it was wild.
I tell you, I think not vodka, but tequila would have been a better idea. You need something to really smack you, you know. Oh man, that was just really scary. But we did it. They did it. We have a new team. They're not the same old guys that used to lose and lay down for that type of thing. They came back. They never gave up.
Yeah, they really did play us tough. But
they're gonna be tough in the league next year too.
Yeah, and I think they're like the second youngest team.
Oh.
in the NFL.
I know, right? And a lot of them, they just have a few vets, but the rest of those kids are going to grow up together, and we're going to have to deal with them next year. Tell you right now, Aaron, as early as next year, look out for the GB Packers. Wow.
But let's you know what, Ronbo, let's take a ball for Diamond Lenore. Like, he was balling last night.
They put one up for Demo. People are getting on me in the chat. Demo, why? Are you watching the game? I thought at first I was seeing things. No, Demo was doing a great job. He's not the guy. People saw 2 on the back of the jersey, and they didn't see the O. That's Ambry that's getting smoked, not Demo. Demo's 2, no O. Yeah. Love him.
Yeah, I think we may have to re-sign him too.
Oh, yeah. Well, I'm sure the 49ers like him. And, yeah. We might have to go for another cornerback,
But
at least a veteran. Ambry might still be okay at some point. But, man, it's taking him a long time.
Yeah, I think Ambry's just coming off a hand surgery.
Yeah, just a week ago. So he may have some. It might be holding you back. You don't want to hit that hand again. Can you imagine how bad that would hurt? So you can't really get real mad at him. Not now. You got to wait.
But I think yesterday's game, we needed that game because it's a wake-up call. So we were kind of rusty.
A lot. Timing was off. The slipping and falling was what was killing me. The rain. The 49ers might have finally got into a rhythm had it not been for the weather. I know we can't blame the weather. Everybody, all 49ers always whining and got an excuse for everything, man. The Green Bay Packers was playing in the rain. I know, man, but you know what? The way we play, it does affect us. Nobody wants to hear it outside of us.
Yeah, and but yeah, I think I mean, even though Brock Purdy didn't have a great game yesterday,
This is his worst game of the year.
Yep, and he kind of won us the game.
At the end, he pulled it together. Before he failed, he stayed failed. But this week, he stayed the course. Came up hard in the fourth quarter. Didn't miss a pass. 6 for 7.
Yeah, and I think one of the main things we got to fix on is the run defense. Because, Aaron Jones was just...
Whoa.
And then when you think about the Lions offense, they got a running back named Gibbs, I think.
Yeah. And they got a couple of hella quick receivers, too. Oh, it is. You can't get him loose. Golf's got to be under siege all day. We got to find a way to get to him because you know how he does. Remember his Rams days? Jared Goff was afraid of the 49ers rush.
We need to put pressure on him.
Big time. We'll get it because we have to. 49ers, they're ready to play now. They took too much time off. Now then he choked to death. They'll be ready to play now. They survived death. God, they were dead. They were actually dead. It was time to pronounce them dead. Hold a funeral right there on the field. They were gone. All of a sudden, they rose up from the ashes like a phoenix. Bam! Get them, Niners. Man. So, we got character. And that's what we need. Family, Aaron, let me see it Tuesday, all right? Because I'm running over time with everybody. We're going to be here till all night, which is okay, but...
All right, fam.
All right, Aaron. See you Tuesday, fam.
All right, Ronbo. Now the game.
Yeah. Bang, bang. And Okie Niner says, don't think their banged up O-line can handle us. I wish I want to see our defensive front line look formidable this week. We see them do okay, and Nick talks about, sacks aren't everything. We got a lot of pressure in there tonight. And can cause some things to happen. Nick, you know what? That's okay. But every now and then I want to see that quarterback looking like he's going to die. Yo, Ice, baby. We ain't touching Ice in forever. Ice, get on in here. What's going on? Ice. Ice, I hear something. Okay, maybe Ice is detained. We'll come back. Okay. Are you ready for some Latino heat? It is he, Emilio. Yes.
What's happening?
You Emilio. And Emilio.
First to start off first. NFC North ain't nothing but some bums. Really? You got the Lions, it took for Aaron Rodgers to leave for even the Lions to even have a chance to win the division.
True.
So for everybody saying we're going to have trouble with the Lions, we're not. It's the same quarterback we didn't play with when he's with the sorry-ass Rams. It's Jared Goofy. Stop everybody. Like I said, this is everyday flowers, like but no, stop. We're playing the same quarterback we've been playing for years when he's with the bum-ass Rams. It does not change anything. Stop, it's going to be a tough game. It's only going to be a tough game if the Niners play his ass like they did yesterday and barely put off that win. That's the only way we're going to have a problem with the Rams. I'm sorry. We've been mop the floor with the Lions. Don Burr, you had a good run, dude, but it's over. No, I'm sorry. The Lions are not there. They were struggling with Baker. Are you serious? If it wasn't for Baker's mistakes, Lions would have lost that game. Seriously? Were you guys really watching the game? I hear Jack trying to give them credit. Dude, was you watching that game? What did you miss?
I thought
Baker's messing up on himself. Him making mistakes. I guarantee you, like I said, I gave the Packers their credit yesterday, but if Purdy threw those interceptions, we would have lost that game.
Yes.
You could tell it was rust. But what happened is that Love threw interceptions, and we capitalized off those interceptions.
Yes.
So, no, I'm sorry. The Lions, no. They're overrated. They had their run. They have a stupid-ass coach. Are you serious? Come on. That's way too much credit. They're going it on 4th and down when they don't need to. They want to play bowl football. Yes, they got great players. No, I'm not taking nothing from them. But no, they were in a sorry-ass division all year, barely pulling wins off. No.
And Emilio, speaking of dumbass coach, what was he doing throwing the ball today with how many minutes they have left? They're running the ball,
exactly.
and Jared's still throwing passes. What
do you think? What do you think Greenlaw? What do you think Greenlaw and Fred Warner finna do? They finna pick that shit off him trying to be cute. That's not finna happen. Stop giving the Lions so much credit. They did what they did. They deserve being in the game. They deserve it. But everybody's giving them too much credit. All of a sudden, we got to worry about the Lions? I don't worry about no damn Lions. Are you serious? It's Jared Goff we're talking about. When was the last time really that Jared Goff really beat us, even with the Lions and being on the Rams? Last time Goff was in the Super Bowl, he scored only 3 points with the Rams. Are you serious? Y'all giving these dudes way too much credit for this. Come on,
you know what? 2017, I think Goff.
He scored 3 points in the Super Bowl against the Patriots. Did everybody forget that, or people y'all having amnesia all of a sudden? Come on now, seriously, did y'all forget who Goff is?
2018, I think is that the year they went to the Super Bowl.
It doesn't matter. That
was the last time Goff beat us. I'm trying to think of when did Goff beat us. I think it was 2018, and Gurley was still there. I think.
Yeah, and what happened to them? And they didn't do nothing. That was it. They didn't do nothing. We beat them in the playoffs. Goff last time we played him in the playoffs, yeah, he's just all bad all around. He deserved to be there because you got the Lions there, but other than that, I know. You've been playing these bum-ass teams to get there. What good team has you really, really beaten? The Cowboys? Which was, or not, you didn't beat
should
them.
Have. And
you should have.
You
should have, but like I said, you have an idiotic coach over there trying to bite people's ankles. Are you serious?
I hope he plays that daredevil football with us.
Even his whole mentality is dumb, dude. You know what? He sounds like what's his name? A Singletary. It sounds exactly like Singletary. But all the metaphors he used to give us when he was with the Niners, being our head coach, he sounds the same. All these metaphors. You just got luck. Was winning you those games is that they do have a hell of a run game. But other than that, like, come on now, no, their defense is mediocre. But really, as many points as, like I said, if it wasn't for Baker's mistakes, we would have been playing the Buccaneers
and having to deal with Mike Evans. Thank you very much, Baker Mayfield.
So y'all they should thank the Buccaneers for that win, not because they played a hell of a game, because they didn't play that much of a game. That was just bad.
Yeah,
that was seriously bad. That game was horrible.
Well, Mayfield was very emotional to his press conference. He knew he blew it, because like you say, the Lions ain't all that tough. Baker just messed up.
So no, like I said, they got there, but you got to realize the division they're in. Like, are you serious?
Well, we should have it, Emilio. That means we're on our way to the SB finally. And
but see, I've been said we're going to Super Bowl back in before the season started, and I said when these playoffs, we're getting to the Super Bowl. It's not changing anything. It hasn't changed anything. Like I said, the only way the Lions win if Purdy he has a horrible game than we had Green Bay. Him turning the ball over. This is the only way the Lions really win in the Super Bowl. Purdy plays. If Purdy doesn't play better than what he did yesterday,
well, he got
there's
that
no possible way we're not going to the Super Bowl. We don't go to the Super Bowl. That shit is totally freaking rigged because it's just sad. We really let Detroit come in there and win? Yeah, no, I don't think so. And at Levi's, that's not finna happen. It's just not finna happen.
Well, you talked me into it, Emilio. I mean, I'm convinced.
I don't see why you even thought Detroit even had a chance.
Well,
I'm waiting for Don Bird to pop up in this call, but I see he's quiet so far.
No, Don knows. He's because, like I say, we should have won yesterday by a bigger margin than we did, and all of a sudden we got bit in the butt. So, weird things. We're going to find out. Emilio, man, you convinced us. Everybody feels better now, but we got to go now. We're in the clock.
Hey, I don't see why anybody was worried. Like I said, that was a horrible division that we're in. At least we had some fights in our Rams gave us a fight. The Seahawks gave us a fight. Even the Cardinals. But see, that's true. Like, really, you got to realize the Bears, the Vikings, really the Packers. They like I said, what was their records? 11-5. What 11-6? What they went in the playoffs with? What was the Lions?
Lions, something like that. I think they're one behind us at the most. Yeah. All right, fam. Let me see you Tuesday and see if Debo's gonna be okay. That's my. If anybody tells me Debo's okay, I'm gonna be just like you.
I guess they said they had said this morning. I read it. I seen this morning. They said he's good. He should be good to go on for Sunday. But who knows? Like I said,
they don't make that stuff.
We'll
up.
see.
All right. He said he was fine yesterday. Yeah. All right. Emilio,
so,
always a pleasure.
Too, but then bye, man. Like I said, man, stop worrying. But man, it's like I said, it's Jared Goofy. Stop, Ronbo. Don't even, like I said, they deserve their flowers. But no, they're not that good. No, they're not.
All right.
See you Tuesday, a mediocre quarterback and a stupid coach is not a good combination. It's just not.
We've seen that before. All right, fam. I'll see you Tuesday, Emilio.
All right, you have a good night, man.
Thanks, Emilio. And Okanagan also says, Lions left guard is out. Their center has a bad knee. Come on, guys. Don't. This is like, don't talk nasty. I mean, sexy like this. It makes me crazy. Okay. Hey, ice, baby. Too cold. Ian, you didn't know Debo got hurt? Yeah. Couldn't come back in the game. He wanted to come back in, but it's his shoulder. Hey, Evan. Are we right? Evan?
Hey, Ronbo.
Hey, Evan, it was Logan Ryan playing safety yesterday, right?
Yeah. I don't like the fact that Jair didn't play.
You hear the reasoning behind him not playing? The way
I don't like that mentality, Ronbo, because there's rookies on every team that are making plays in the playoffs. That's just some PTSD that he has.
You know how he is. Shanahan's really, there's some things he will not deviate from. God, Kyle, man. Like, that's why we're not seeing Jordan Mason play at all. And we're seeing Mitchell a little bit, but not much. And meanwhile, we're killing McCaffrey when we could spell him on occasion, let him rest. No. Get out there, Chris. He got a touchdown yesterday, which we can't argue with that. That's the thing. But
I don't think he took a play off, Ronbo.
I don't remember one either. I didn't see any other running back in there yesterday, except for all of a sudden that bizarre play called for Jawan Jennings running the ball, which even George Kittle was saying. I looked up and I seen Jawan on a run play, and I says, "Oh, wonder what that is about." I said, "Damn, even George didn't know what that was about." Damn, Kyle. And then Kyle explains it as, well, yeah, it was pretty much not what I intended to do, but it sort of came up with that way. And then I thought, oh, Kyle, that's a bullshit, man. You don't do that. God. Anyway, Evan.
Yeah, his play calling was a little off last night. Rombo, that game really felt like it should have been one of those games where the ball just doesn't bounce our way.
Yeah, it was too, no doubt about it.
Until Greenlaw showed up, because if you go back and watch that special teams play where they almost ran it back and they fumbled it.
Yeah.
There's like 5 Niners standing around, and one Packer comes out of nowhere, catches it midair, mid-dive on a wet day, and perfectly cradles it and secures it. Like, when I saw that, I'm like, okay, it's just the football gods aren't on our side tonight. But
you know about that when he ran all the way down the field and fumble, and he pulled it back?
Yeah.
That one too, yeah. You're right. And who's number 9? I'll never forget that number. All he had to do was dive, and the ball's all his. No, he says.
Oh, yeah.
He did a what's the quarterback for the Panthers a long time ago? Same situation. He dropped the ball in front of him.
Cam Newton. Yeah.
Cam. And Cam stands there and makes a business decision in the Super Bowl. The ball's on the ground. Cam's, I'm not doing that. And, of course, the Broncos got the ball. If I saw that as an owner, I'd get you out of here. But go ahead, fam. Give me some on this game and what you're looking forward to next week.
Yeah, I mean, the Lions, they got, grit, like they say. I'm really concerned about Amon-Ra against whoever. I think Ward should be told right now, you're following that guy the whole game.
Thank you.
Because, they
he'll kill Amon.
I mean, they got a little stud running back. That's a rookie, by the way. That's pretty quick and pretty elusive. But
I was watching him.
Yeah, I think our linebackers have more speed than the Bucs linebackers have. So, I mean, they're going to get theirs. I mean, that's just the way football is now, Ronbo. I mean, these defenses have been handcuffed so much that
I know
it's basically every game's become a shootout. Like having that stellar defense that's going to hold a team to 3 points just doesn't exist anymore. And especially this year where we don't have that number one defense, our offense has had to carry us a little bit more, which us as Niners fans aren't used to.
And I'm not sure if I want that,
No. But it was exciting to see Brock be able to take the team down when we needed it and get it. I know he didn't throw for a passing touchdown, but
he put us in position to win that game, though. That was a nice play.
Right, yeah. That throw he had to Jawan, I don't know if you saw it from like the different angles. It was crazy.
From different angles. I just saw that one when he went straight up.
It's insane.
And snatched that thing way up out of the air. I mean, wow.
Yeah, you got to watch the trajectory of the ball and the way it, just because one of the linebackers tried to make a play on it, and it's just way over his head.
I mean, he just feathered that thing in there beautifully, too.
Yeah, he dropped that in.
If he throws it too hard,
a basket.
Jawan can't catch it because it's too hot. But you're right. It was an amazing throw.
Yeah, and it was funny. On one of the broadcasts I was watching, they were commending Jordan Love for, like, walking into the stadium dripless. They're like, oh, look, he's all business and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, every time Brock wears what he wears to the game, you guys make fun of him. Yeah. But all of a sudden Jordan Love does it. Oh, he means business. Like, come on, man. It's such a double standard in this league. Like, they want to see that kid fail so bad.
They do. He's just he's a lightning rod for a lot of crap. That's what I loved when Shady McCoy got on and did a whole dissertation on get off of Brock Purdy. As I say, that's right. God. Moody's number 9 like that. Nudie could have been on that play, though. But anyway, God, what clock ran?
Yeah.
Evan, we're out of time. I didn't notice. Anyway,
All right,
Evan, I'll be back Tuesday and looking for you.
Okay.
All right.
Appreciate I just wanted to shout out, Jake Moody made that kick from 52, so, let's not give up on the kid for missing a couple of kicks here and there.
No, I don't hate me. I
and,
can't get him. He's okay. He'll be all right.
Shout out to the crew. Thank you to production. They kicked your co-host out there, so.
I know. They did, didn't they? Anyway, Evan,
All
we'll
right,
see you Tuesday.
Good night.
You too, fam.
I'll talk to you later.
All right. Yo, Matt. Is that Matty from beautiful Bend, Oregon? Oh, Matt. No, it's not Matt. It's another Matt. Hey, Matt.
Ronbo.
Matt. Come on in, man.
Hey, this is for Don Burr. San Francisco versus everybody. That's for you, buddy.
Isn't he special? He's not talking right now. I think he's got fear.
Well, if you ain't a Niner, if you're a Niner hater, everybody's rooting against us right now. I mean, the Lions are that Cinderella team, and everybody's rooting against us right now. So I just wanted to get that out of the way. But anyways, Ronbo, how you doing, buddy?
Doing
ready,
all right.
ready for...
We're all okay now after surviving yesterday. That was the biggest scare I've had. Matt, I'm trying to think of the last time I got that freaked out. I could not believe we were going to lose to the 7th seed. Oh.
I know. That Aaron Jones run, that scared me, Ronbo. I think every Niner fan probably thought the season was over.
I had no idea.
But you know what? We showed grit and toughness, and we showed that we can prevail under the circumstances. Everybody says, "Oh, you guys barely won yesterday." You know what?
You're dealing with it too.
Great teams find a way to win. Period. That's all that matters.
So
that's all that matters. I don't care if we win by 1 or by 30.
That's right.
A win is a win in the playoffs.
At the end of the fourth quarter,
I just
who has
wanted
the most
to say,
points? That's right.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, Brock, he had a bad game, but you know what? The kid came drove us down just like Joe would, and brought us home the victory. That's all that matters. Mm-hmm. I mean, yes, he played a bad game, but he brought us home. And that throw to Ayuk, oh my God, BA, that might have been the catch of the year. That was the most clutch catch. The one right there on 3rd and 5 after George dropped that one.
Cradle that thing perfectly.
That was beautiful. That was a thing of beauty. And you know what? I think we're destined this year, Ronbo. I have a great feeling.
You see games like yesterday.
We have experience. We've been there. I mean, 4 out of the last 5 years, NFC Championship, 3 years in a row. This team is hungry, Ronbo, and we cannot let the Lions come in and ruin our party. This is our time.
They're not the Eagles. So, last year was bizarre. But this year, the Lions are not the Eagles. We should be able to win this game. I don't know about that spread, but definitely I don't see losing that game. Not in our place. No.
Well, I just think Kyle, I know he irks everybody, but just run the ball, Kyle. Come on. Every Niner fan and their mother knows to run the ball. I mean, when Debo gets hurt, Ronbo, put McCaffrey in the slot where Debo would be and put Elijah Mitchell or Jordan Mason back there, please.
Right? It's not that hard to figure out. You can CMC won't mind. Kyle, it's like, I have to ask Christian. I got to run everything by him before I do anything. Christian is the one who called that play that he got the touchdown on. You heard the presser, right? I don't know the name of the play, but he said, Christian came and called blah, blah, blah. And sure enough, he was right. And we called that play, and he took it on in. And I said, Kyle, I knew it. Christian's telling you what to do now, isn't he? I don't mind that, but know when to say, okay, Christian, I'm running the show, okay? I like what you're doing. I want to keep doing it most of the time, but I got to disagree with you on this and that and this, and I need for you to take a break here and there. Why is that so awful?
Yeah. I don't get it. Kyle is sometimes he's too smart for his own good, Ronbo, and it's so and him with this time management. The end of that first half, I mean, the time management. I mean, be aggressive at the end of the half. I mean, nothing against Moody. Yes, he made that long field goal, but you cannot rely on him. You got to be aggressive. You got too many weapons on this team to play for field goals. Field goals do not win championships. You got to score touchdowns to win games. And
right.
I'm sorry, but it worked out. We won, but I'm just saying Kyle gets too conservative.
Yeah.
He needs to learn, but I can't believe he hasn't learned from it. He's been there 7 years now.
And playing safe. He plays safe in the playoffs of all places. During the regular season, you might see Kyle do something and you say, Kyle, why would you even try that? But now, during the playoffs, he's so conservative, and that's what killed the Bills today, too, by the way. They got conservative at the wrong time, too. You can't play conservative at that point. You got to really go wild, especially if you got a lot.
No, I was just saying, like, our defensive line, I mean, they got to get after Goofy Goff. Like, they got to pressure. I mean, we're 7-3 career against Goff, and I think it was 2018 was the last time he beat us. When he was on the line. But we pressure him. We get those kitty cats outside coming out to Cali. I want to bring back some Tony Montana. I want to hear that. I want to hear that place jacked up. I want to hear that place jacked up Sunday night, and I just want to. I want all that. I want the Niner faithful to represent. I know they will be. Keep them Lions fans out of there. They're already getting cocky, and I'm like, come on, guys.
You got to see them streamers and confetti rolling down. It'll look nice in that stadium. But we got to go. Man, let me see you Tuesday, okay?
All right. Thanks, Ronbo. Have a good night, faithful.
Thank you, man.
Take care.
All right, fam.
All right.
Let's go check out B-Ham.
Ronbo, what it is, my boy.
B-Ham, we still diagnosing what happened and what's going to happen next and how good our team and gritty and tough they are, how they matured and looking like they're badasses. And Jawan Jennings ought to be a Marine and all that stuff, you know. Having fun with this.
But this is what you got to always realize, Ronbo. We're playing against our scheme. We're playing against our play for play. You feel me?
I know.
We may run a different defense, but we both run the same offense. You feel me? If you notice, they big runs was all the wide zone runs, the same shit. We making big off of. I was kind of worried. I ain't gonna tell you no lie. I was like Pinky around here from Friday. They had me scared, but we held our own though. You know.
I was right with you too. Man.
I'm gonna tell you what everybody gotta understand about Brock Purdy. He has small hands.
Okay, now I said that yesterday. Somebody came in immediately.
As far as a quarterback.
Oh, okay.
Right. See, he got turned down at Alabama, and Nick Saban told him that was one of his things that was a knock on him, was his hands was not as big that they needed to be for a quarterback to grip the ball. So when you get into rain games like that, that's why it's harder for him to grip the ball.
Yeah.
But somehow, some way, he found a way to do it. And I look at it like this. Brady was not the most athletic, and he was not always the, you know what I'm saying, the whatever. But the one thing Brady did was Brady worked as to where he got his team in position at all times to win the game. You feel me?
Yep.
And Purdy did that the other day. And no matter what anybody says, gonna always be a knock against him. And I think I figured out why it's a knock against him. Because all of the quarterbacks that's remaining, or that was remaining this week, I think all of them was first rounders except for Purdy.
Hey, yeah, Jared.
All of them was first rounders except for Purdy.
Josh
and
Lamar.
All of them.
Yeah, everybody's a first round pick. That's why there's 7 great quarterbacks and Brock in this particular weekend. I said, well, God, that was so unnecessary. So that's why I hope Brock prevails.
we're not. My thing is we need to
Baker?
punch our ticket
Yes, number
to
one.
the
Baker?
Super Bowl, man.
Jared, wow.
I'm gonna say this, man. What's that guy name? Steve Wilkes.
Yeah, coach.
His ass better not sleep this week because some of that defense, I'm still not impressed. I don't know where the pass rush has went to.
I know
we
right?
got more talent, and the pass rush it gets there. And then, don't get me wrong, because it got there last night when it needed to. It's just not getting there like we want it to.
Yeah,
it's not getting there like we want it to.
Because we don't believe in cover zero. So, the front four have to do what they do. So.
Right. So, get to Jared Goff. I heard somebody asking about Jahmyr Gibbs. Yeah, he went to Alabama. He more of a scat back. He out the back. He come out the backfield. But mainly when they put him in the game, they're gonna be trying to throw it to him or something like that. They got that boy David Montgomery who was at the Bears last year.
Yeah.
That's their bruiser back.
Yeah.
So
they got a good 1-2 punch.
Their offensive line, I think they lost some people on their offensive line today, or at least they got injured. I know they center did. So my thing is we can whoop their offensive line. We can whoop them pretty good. They linebackers, they not as good as ours. They secondary, to me, really not as good as ours. And I think I figured out another problem, Ronbo. Anytime Debo goes out of the game, just start paying attention to what these defenders do to our receivers.
They start double teaming
right
away.
No, they don't even double team them. They start bumping them.
Oh, yeah.
They bumping them and they knocking them off their route. And what happens is Brock Purdy, he is timing. So he is throwing to a spot, and they are not there because they didn't got chipped.
And now he's under siege because the offensive line is not protecting him anyway. So, that's true.
Exactly.
Dang, we've rolled our time. Let me see you Tuesday, fam. You out on the road tonight?
All right, will do, man. Right. Yes, sir, man. Yes, sir.
Be careful out there. I tell you. Looking for you Tuesday.
Hey, we'll do. Q told me to tell you congratulations on the win last night. I couldn't get in like I wanted to.
Tell Q, actually, he's a one Ram fan. I'll wish good luck for next year. Rudy can go to hell. But the rest of them,
I heard that. Go ahead, Ronbo. All right, homie.
Yo, KC. Casey.
Ronbo.
Casey. How you doing,
man? Thank you for having a show tonight. What a treat.
Oh, yeah. We had to. It's just too much joy. We all went through such a trauma yesterday. We had to come back and get our head count today to see if everybody's all right. That was ridiculous, Casey. I've been stressed like that in years over a football game. Jesus Christ.
I really wasn't
in fetal position.
I knew they were going to win.
You did.
I was scared that looked like the Packers were going to win, but once that I would have loved to see Kyle's reaction when the Packers missed the field goal. That's really the story of the game to me. This guy Anders Carlson,
they showed him,
is like statistically like the worst kicker in the league.
I didn't know that.
What I mean? Well, the Packer fans knew that. They've been crying all day about needing to draft a kicker in the first round. So.
The guy. Well, usually those big Nordic guys, they're always good at that. He walks in,
with the name like
hair, he's waving it back, he's putting his helmet. Oh my God, look at this. I know
he sounds like he sounds like the bad guy in the first Die Hard movie.
or kind of reminds you. What was that guy in the Rocky movie? The one who beat up on Rock, the big Nordic, Dolph.
Ronbo, believe it or not, I've never seen any of the Rocky
Balboa. Dig up on the clips on YouTube. You'll love it. The dude walks up to Rocky. Rocky looks like a midget next to him, and they bump gloves.
Yeah.
And Dolph looks at him and says, "I will break you." Oh, that was scary. Rock stood into it. Rock dealt with him. But anyway, you're not here to talk
Well,
about Rocky.
well, Ronbo, I'm not here to talk about Sylvester Stallone. I'm here to talk about the San Francisco 49ers.
Drago.
And,
That was him. Thanks, Bobo.
Man, Ronbo, you know that pass to Kittle, that first touchdown to Kittle, that was so beautiful, man. That was my favorite play of the season so far. And I think I can hear what my dad would have said watching that. He would have said, "That's what Joe Montana used to do."
Hey, that's a lot of people are saying that. I refuse to get into that because it pisses people off. Because some people are Joe Montana religious purists, and I have no problem with that.
I haven't seen someone hit 49er receivers in stride the way Purdy does.
He does. He does it really well.
I was born in 1991, and really,
you were too young for you were too young for Steve Young. But the thing is, Brock Purdy could be a legend in the making. I know it's saying too much, but let's see what happens next year because he's starting off too good. When a rookie starts off at this level, and he is basically a rookie a little bit more than that, but that's it. Brock Purdy's going to evolve. What's next?
Well, Rumbo, I do remember the catch too. I've been watching the Niners my whole life. I do remember Steve a little bit, but I think it was it is a really tough game for any quarterback. And hats off to Jordan Love and the Packers. I think there was too many people saying the better team lost last night and stuff. Like, I think that's a weird argument.
There's a lot of people saying that. There must be a fake GB Bull in it. That's not funny, GB.
Well, I just don't think that makes any sense because, like, really, where are the Packers better than the 49ers at any position?
No, they weren't.
You know what I mean? And so the better team won yesterday. The Packers were just playing their ass off, but you got to play four quarters.
They're playing a better game they'd ever play just because they were playing us.
Well, and I think when the stress is off, the Packers they're playing kind of with house money there. That's almost like
exactly.
So
we had everything to lose. They were, like you're saying, they weren't even supposed to be there. So of course, when they did get there, oh my God,
the pressure was definitely on the Niners there. But and I think looking at these NFC Championship, AFC Championship matchups, I think when Kyle looks at them, he's going to see the real difference in the offense right now amongst the teams are the 49ers. Granted, Debo might not play, but as long as Debo plays, I think Debo's the key. As long as Debo plays. Yeah. This should be true that the 49ers have.
He's not counted out yet. We'll find out more probably Tuesday.
I know. But, it's just really disconcerting to see Debo like that because he must be in a lot of pain to be like that. So
he tried to come back. You're right. He couldn't make it. So I'm hoping it.
But point is, hit dirty. I think Kyle looks at these matchups and he sees that the Niners have far and away the best wide receivers left. And that's really what happened to the Bills today. They didn't have any wide receivers. They had no one catching the ball.
No, okay, but Stephon Diggs was out there. The problem with the Bills, real quickly.
No, he really wasn't. He really wasn't, Rumbo. He had 20 yards today.
Because Josh Allen doesn't realize he needs to throw the ball to people other than a home run. He's going for the touchdown when he's got two guys underneath. Josh, get the ball to that playmaker and let him see what he can do. The game's not over yet. Allen's got too much hero mentality. That's his problem.
Yeah. Well, I just think I think the same problem could happen to both the Chiefs and the Ravens because I don't think the Ravens and Zay Flowers and Rashad Bateman really on the same level of Debo and Ayuk and Marquez Valdez-Scantling
and they got OBJ.
What's his name? Rasheed Rice.
Yeah, they're not too bad. I kind of the bad thing is Lamar's he's gotten better as a quarterback too, actually. Yeah, because he used to be so.
Well, I think the Niners are going to take it to the Lions. I think the Lions are going to have to bring an actual live lion to the field to beat the 49ers.
We're going to see. Casey, we're going to go. We ran out of time. Well, I'll see you Tuesday. I can't wait to hear from you.
Okay, Tuesday. Sounds good, man. Thank you, production. You guys are awesome. Wish Brunskill was here, man.
Love when you bring him up.
Wish Brunskill was getting a ring this year.
Man who's never done really anything great. Guys.
Did Brunskill do anything great? No. All right, Ronbo.
I'll see you Tuesday. That's Casey. Brunskill's biggest fan. Hey, Kay.
What it do, Ronbo? What's up, man?
Kay, man, we sit back here. We're tripping on the fact that we got dug up. It's like they put us in the hole, throw the dirt on us and everything about middle way through the fourth quarter, right? I'm sitting there waiting for my spirit to float up and into heaven or something. Well, the other way, whichever way. And they throw that dirt off me, man. We're still alive. Oh! Kay?
Yeah, man.
God, that was close.
Honestly, man, I'm still in shock, man.
I can tell.
We just better be thankful that Greenlaw was able to be active for that game. We need to thank God.
Ooh, that's so true. Because there was some.
Because he could have easily told. Yep, he could have easily said, "I'm sitting out." Easily.
Yeah, but
you know,
nobody on our team would do that. Debo tried to play yesterday with his shoulder hurting. We don't have anybody on our team who would do that. Lucky us.
But I think next week, man, you know, I respect Detroit. You know, the whole motto that they got, you know, the alter ego thing with them against the world and stuff like that. You know, that's cute, but I want an absolute slaughterhouse next week, man. Yeah, I want us to put hands and feet on Jared Goff. I don't want him with any time to throw, because solely based off the speed that their receivers carry. Cause just watching that Bucks game, man, once them guys get open, they be gone, man.
I tell you.
So I'm hoping we overshadow that with the physicality that this team carries, man. But I do, at the end of the game, I think we're gonna rise to the occasion, man, because we've been in this stage too much, man.
Mm-hmm.
Like I told you a few nights ago, you know, we experienced too much heartbreak. I think these guys is gonna put it on them, man. I think Purdy's gonna play out of his mind, especially since he's capitalized off his mistakes this previous game. You know, I think he's gonna be focused. Because the one thing I like about Purdy, man, like I always tell you, man, he has that calmness and that composure to him, man. You know, he'll mess up. Because I like how when he was on the sideline, you know, him and McLeod was getting on each other's ass, man, and eventually they rattled, they got together and made something happen, man.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm hoping next week it's an absolute slaughterhouse, man. I don't want no shootouts. I don't want no cute stuff. I just want us to take care of our business
Control the game.
so we can head to Vegas, man.
Yes.
Yep. Run the ball, man. I don't understand why Cal even had Juwan Jennings beside Purdy. I seen that, Ronbo. When I seen that, I called the lift right to the house.
What is?
I told the lady, give me my receipt. I'm gone. I'm gone, man.
Because as Kyle lost his damn mind, and then Kyle explained later, yeah, it just came up in the stuff as if it was a joke or an accident, or that's not what I didn't really mean to. Call timeout then. Fix it.
I see why the coaches don't have social media accounts.
Because
we'll tear Kyle ass up. Yeah. We'll be tearing Kyle up, man. We'll be tearing Kyle up.
You're right. There's not a coach in the NFL, maybe NBA either, that has a social media account because they know it would get blasted. And some players, too.
I just... Oh, man. Ronbo, I know this is off subject, man.
What?
Oh, go ahead.
No, I remember Richard Sherman. I've never had a problem with Richard Sherman. Richard Sherman made me mad back in the day, but I didn't say anything bad to him. But the thing is, when Richard Sherman got on the 49ers, hey, Ronbo, man, you get Sherman let you talk to him? Hey, ask him, can he put me back in, man? You know, I don't know whether I should be asking Sherman no questions like that. You know, but go ahead. As far as players go.
No, I was getting ready to say, man, I just seen something that said the Bills organization shut off the hot water in the Chiefs locker room. Oh man,
It literally is cold. That's, and you see the fans in the stands, they look like the Cowboys. There was a dude that's crying his ass off right out there in front of God and everybody. You need to go back somewhere else and do that, man. Come on, man, it looks bad. It's a football game. Your mama didn't die? Come on now.
I know one thing, man. I hope the Chiefs knock off the Ravens. I got a sneaky feeling that they will, though, man. Because a lot of people don't know the Chiefs got a defense just as good as the Ravens, man. A lot of people don't talk about the Chiefs' defense.
The Chiefs' defense is better this year than it's ever been since Patrick got there. I know about it.
They got Willie Gay, Chris Jones.
They play hard. Secondary's good.
The corners are all right. Yep. So I wouldn't be surprised to see Mahomes rise to the occasion and beat the Ravens. But I honestly think whoever we see,
if you're gonna make a bet, make it on Lamar can't beat Patrick. He just can't do it. Psychologically, Lamar's gonna go into a funk. He cannot beat Patrick Mahomes. Just can't do it.
Yeah, because he's facing Lamar's facing his first. I don't know if
he's never beaten him. Patrick and Lamar have been back and forth for how many times? I don't think he's beaten him once.
And that's what I'm saying. The Chiefs has never had a good as defense as they do this year, right. And they'll be playing again. So I wouldn't be shocked to see them stun Baltimore next Saturday, whenever they play. But I just know that the Niners, man, they're ready to bring it, man.
Against both
I think it's gonna be a slaughterhouse. Yep.
Okay, we gotta go, fam.
Yep.
I'll be back Tuesday. Let's talk some more.
All right, Ronbo.
All right, fam. Have a good night, Kay. Yeah, I can't wait to see what the betting line is between Baltimore and Kansas City, because I think it was a pretty decent spread between Buffalo and Kansas City. Look what happened. They're a money team. I'd rather see Lamar beat the Chiefs, actually. I want to beat them both, but the Chiefs, they get away. I don't know what they're doing, but they were supposed to lose that game. And here he is. We haven't talked to him in days. He is. Chill. Phil.
Hey, Ronbo.
Phil.
I can see clearly now the rain
is gone. I wish you would have left a little earlier.
In our way.
Phil, that rain did stop midway through the fourth quarter.
I can see clearly now the rain is gone. It's going to be a Brock
shiny day.
Yeah. Excuse my singing, but
No, I enjoyed it. I love the lyrics, especially too. Yeah.
Right. Hey, it's supposed to be 70 degrees and clear next week.
Wow.
So
that's a SoCal day. In January? Jesus.
Yeah. It was a little wet at the game yesterday,
a little?
But
God, that rain was rolling sideways when
camera
Cameron had it. I said, oh my God, that driving rain.
So, you know what? I'm good. Brock's going to play well. And we're going to kill Detroit. Seriously. The weather is a neutralizer, but we're a better team than Detroit. I mean, Detroit did not play that well against Tampa Bay. We beat Tampa Bay pretty badly when we played them this year. I just don't see it.
Yeah.
Even Green Bay beat Detroit on Thanksgiving, so
handily, actually. It looked embarrassing, actually. I was watching that. That's right. I forgot about that. It was Green Bay.
And Detroit lost their right guard, and their center, Ragnow, who's an all-pro, is really banged up. He was in a lot of pain during the game, so we'll see how that goes. But one guy's their guard's already out. He's tore his ACL, from what I understand.
Ooh. So but Phil, that center had to deal with had to deal with Vita Vea. Oh man, I actually feel sorry for him. Oh, Jesus Christ!
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, anybody that goes against Vita is pretty.
With two good knees. That's rough. Yeah.
So no, I'm thinking we're in good shape. And when was the last time Jared Goff beat us? I think Todd Gurley was on the Rams.
2017, but it was before Kyle came, for sure. So it has to be 2017.
Oh,
latter
I
part
think
of
it was a
2016.
Super Bowl year for the Rams that they lost to the Patriots. And Jared Goff was the first game they beat us, and the second game they lost.
They did.
And from then on,
because I didn't think
from then on, the Rams hadn't beat us until this last game, which I don't count. So Jared Goff is not a running quarterback. He's a very stationary quarterback, and those are the quarterbacks we do really well against.
I know. He's got to get out of that pocket. He gets rid of the ball a little quicker than he used to, though. I was noticing that today. He's finally learned he can't stand there and look around for 20 minutes.
Put pressure on Jared Goff, and he wimps. So
the running backs, okay, they got speed, and you know how we do it. Phil, you were at the game. What is going on with the run game? Are we playing out of position? Are we getting beat physically? What did you
I thought
see?
they brought a lot of people up in the box, and Brock was just off. There were guys wide open. He missed. He overthrew. He underthrew.
Phil, my question was our defense. I'm watching running backs just have a field day. That's the first time they gave up a 100-yarder in a while. What did you see there?
Well, Aaron Jones is a good football player, so
true.
Give the guy his due, and I think the problem is that we're not playing fundamental football, and we didn't have a sack either. I mean, our defensive line needs to step up. They need to get better and do some things. And Greenlaw and Fred had a good game. But you know what? The Packers were on a roll. They came in here confident, and the weather equalized things, and it negated some of our speed.
We were slipping and falling.
Yeah, we were slipping and falling. That's when they got big plays. So I don't see that happening again. We had our one day to be beaten, and they didn't beat us, and I think that's going to be a downfall for the rest of the NFL.
Yeah.
Just the way I think.
If we're not going to come out guns blazing next week, I can already feel that. They got to know. Listen, guys, we dodged the bullet today. Let's get this right next week.
Exactly. Exactly. So, Detroit's going to come out fighting, but I think we've got them outmanned, honestly.
Yeah. We're talking about a team that has one. When's the last time Detroit won anything? They've never, have they?
Yeah, they've never been here, so
they're going to be fighting tooth and nail.
And we've been here 4 out of the last 5 years. So,
Phil, the 49ers lead everybody in NFCCG appearances. We got 19 times. Well, at least we got 5 trophies to show. Be quiet, Rams. We got 5 trophies to show for it that people don't want to give us credit. Those trophies expired way back in the Nixon administration. You know what? You guys keep talking. It doesn't bother me. It does, but I'm not going to tell them that. We're going to get it this year and shut them up.
No, Ronbo, don't get bothered by mediocrity.
Jesus.
So, I think we're going to come out firing. We're going to be a different team Sunday. I'm rooting for the Ravens because I have money on the Niners beating the Ravens in the Super Bowl.
I love it. We got to get that.
Detroit versus everybody.
Too, but the odds are less for the Chiefs than they were for the Ravens at the time.
Oh, God, Phil, we got to stop. Let me see you Tuesday, and I want to talk more about this bet.
All right, Ronbo. But anyway, it's going to be clear. It's going to be dry. Brock's going to be fine. Debo's going to be fine. Oh, another thing. I heard Michael Irvin.
Detroit versus everybody.
Go ahead, Phil. Pay that no mind.
But anyway, Michael Irvin talked to Debo, and Debo said he can lift his arm over his shoulder.
Oh, well, that's all I need to know.
Where the last time he got injured, where he fractured his shoulder,
he
couldn't even lift his arm over his shoulder.
Yeah, okay, let's get
so I'm expecting, and Debo thinks he's going to play. So, so that's good news.
If I got Debo,
we'll see how the MRIs and all that stuff goes. But
all right, Phil. Let me see you Tuesday.
All right, Ronbo.
All right, fam. I love that
Later.
good news. Thank you. All right.
Okay.
Night,
Bye.
Bye. If Debo's playing, all worries are gone. I just need that McCaffrey, Debo, Kittle, Jennings, Juice. Hey, Longbeard, get a, ooh la la. Ooh la la, yeah. Ooh la la. I'll do the whole song at the end of the show. Longbeard. Thanks, fam. Beto. I can get warmed up for that now, you know what I'm saying? Beto, come on in here, Ronbo. Beto, I've been asking people, are they concerned with what they saw yesterday? Has your faith been shaken? And do you believe?
No, because one thing is that guess who had a better record, Tampa Bay or Green Bay?
Green Bay.
Yep, Green Bay had a better record, and they're the 7th seed.
Yeah.
So we played the toughest team.
Yes.
I bet you anything, Green Bay would have beat the Lions.
Oh, hell.
Because they did it before.
Green Bay, I misunderstood about Green Bay, Bethel. From now on, when we see those people, I'm going to be concerned. My God, they're tough. Jesus.
No, one thing that, not a lot of people are saying is that they're blindsiding a lot of our players, like Chase Young, and because I've seen a bunch of times where the guy blindsided Chase Young, and Chase Young couldn't go after the quarterback.
That's chipping, and that's legal.
Yeah.
But like Nick Bosa, Chase has got to talk to Nick. Nick's learned how to deal with chipping.
Yeah.
You rarely see Nick getting taken out of a play because he got blasted as the guy was passing by. So,
Yeah,
by the way,
so
speaking of Nick, did you see that spin move he put on that guard? Ooh.
Yeah.
People say Nick Bosa needs to give back some of that money. They don't know Nick's getting work done out there. The quarterback always knows that. Look out!
That one play that there was a play where he got, I think it was the interception where there were 3 people on him, and he ran after the quarterback, and the quarterback threw it, and he got picked off.
Yeah.
Yep.
Nick is frightening. I'd hate to be a quarterback. Nick Young, J.J. Watt, Myles Garrett. There's about 5 guys. Oh, man, if I'm the quarterback, I'm looking out of the corner of my eye. I'm trying to look at my guys, but I'm still watching for that maniac to come in here. So, Nick gets it done. He's providing pressure. You're not always going to get sacks.
Yeah, he is. So, there's a lot to, say. And then plus, if you see, George Kittle got hit, and some of our other wide receivers got hit. So by the time the ball got there, they were not there because they got hit by the, defensive player.
Yeah, and we got to make our way to the spots, and that we're going to see a lot of that this week against the. That's going to be the blueprint on how to stop the 49ers. So I know hopefully Kyle addresses that because he's got to know that's coming. I don't know what you could do to counteract that exactly, but maybe run shorter routes.
And we played the Lions 2 times. The first time we played them, we lost, and the second time we won.
But they came back on us. Remember that? They were coming back in the fourth quarter.
No, we actually played them in the division round. In 1957, and then we played them.
Did we win that game?
That's how long it was. In 1957, we lost, and then we played them in 1983.
Yeah.
And we won that one by 1 point. So.
Hey. That's the year. Okay, because that must have been the 84, because beating the Lions was good luck. They said if you beat the Lions again, you're going to the Super Bowl. That was the last time we played the Lions, 3 years ago? And we beat the Lions, and we did get to the NFCCG like we love to do. And,
Yeah, so it's...
Must have been 2019. All right. But go ahead.
Yeah, actually, it was the first game. I remember.
Yep.
So, and then plus, do you know that the Green Bay running back actually ran the ball more than McCaffrey? He had 18 carries, McCaffrey had 17.
Wow, I didn't even know. Well, you know what? It showed.
Yeah.
God. So
Yeah, because the other guy had 108 yards. McCaffrey had 98. He led like 2 more yards for 100.
That was close, huh? 98 to 100 something?
Yeah.
McCaffrey has 1 more carry. He probably does get that tied up. I didn't realize that.
Yeah.
I didn't look at the stats that closely. I was so shook up by that game.
Yeah.
I couldn't see when I got through. All I could do was lay down on the sofa and stare at the ceiling. I couldn't even watch the game twice. I think I watched it again today, though. God, that was so scary.
Yeah, it was.
We almost got taken out.
Crazy.
We almost got taken out in the first round.
Yeah.
We worked hard for that number 1 seed. And the 7th seed comes in and knocks us out? No. Ooh.
Hey, we should know that very good because we did it. Well, we did it like 2 times already where we're a
Top
certain seed and we start knocking these guys out and we go to the championship.
Like with the wild card last time. Yeah.
Yep.
Beth, we gotta go. This is too much fun. I'm gonna see you. Look for you Tuesday. Okay.
All right. Look at you Tuesday.
See what happens. I want to hear the good news about Debo by Tuesday. Debo is a go. It has been confirmed. Oh, yes. Okay, Beth, I'll see you. I'll see you Tuesday.
All right, Ronbo.
Night, fam. Oh, Tony in the land down under where it's summertime and the living is ooh la la. Tony.
49ers versus everybody.
You know, it's going to be funny, Tony. I'm going to miss the little fella after this next weekend, provided we do stop them. What will he have to say? Tony, if we win this weekend, which I'm just saying that because we should say that, we win this weekend, Don Burr's gone. If we win the Super Bowl, we're done with Rudy. Although Rudy's a little shameless. The elevator, I'm not sure if it goes all the way to the top or not. But for sure, Don Burr's out of here, and Rudy might be. Can you imagine life without Rudy? What a pleasant thought.
It wouldn't be fun. He's that stupid. He leaves himself wide open.
He does. I don't even take advantage of all the openings he leaves. But people say, Ronbo, man, we should lighten up on that dude. Man, I know, but you know what? The dude has to be slapped down every now and then. I let him go a lot, not all the time.
What we're doing is trying to educate him a little bit. That's all.
He has a learning disability. He's not learning anything. But Tony, what do you think? Are you concerned with the 49ers, how they looked yesterday, coming up this weekend, and also the run game that we're having to deal with all the time? People are going to run at us a lot now. That's pretty much going to cut loose on us. Do you have any concerns about that in the days ahead?
Well, look, Ronbo, in that last game we played, like I said to you, the tackling was mediocre.
Oh.
We have to improve on that.
Please.
The drop balls, people saying, "Oh, we shouldn't have won the game" and all that horse shit. But if you look at the drop balls that we had, they could have either been explosive plays or TDs.
True.
So we left,
a lot of food.
in my eyes, 14 points on that field plus a field goal, which was blocked. So then we win the game convincingly. As far as the Lions go, and also when Brock was a little bit flustered, you noticed then Kyle decides to run the ball, gives him a little bit of time off. He's handing the ball off here and there. And then his confidence came back. I wish he would just start the game off with running the ball.
That's true.
All right.
Yeah.
I wish you would just start start the game off with running the ball and just let Brock climb into the game. Give him a few, one drive. That's all he needs. One drive. And you get close to the red zone. All right, let him fire off a few shots. Oh, no problem.
Mm-hmm.
and get him playing his natural game like he was before, rolling out to the left, rolling out to the right. We tend, have that tendency to run behind T. Williams.
Yeah.
I mean, if that's a strong point in the team, do it. And come out and hit these dudes, man. Hit them so that the next time the guy's going to be receiving the ball, he's going to do a George Kittle and look first before he catches it,
Mm-hmm. And when you got George Kittle cutting across the middle, it's hard to chip George Kittle. They can chip Ayuk on occasion and Debo, but I've never seen anybody chip George Kittle and stop that train from going down the track. And they were doing a lot of that,
Just too tough, too tough, too much bravado, too much, I don't know what he's got a lot of things in him. But even if Debo can't play, Ronbo, I'd put him on the field just as a presence. Even if he's not yes. Well, he attracts defenders. You know what I mean? Even if you're not going to give him the ball, he's still going to open up holes for you, even if he's just standing there scratching his nuts.
I know. But I want him out there because I like the double barrel shotgun. When you got McCaffrey and Debo working you, there really is nothing you're going to be able to do. Now you got Debo running around there. I mean, also got George running around there. That's a lot, and Jennings is adding to that mix. They haven't utilized Juice yet as much as they should, but I got a feeling that's on the way. Well, we're going to find out.
I mean, I want if we make it to the Super Bowl, I want Kermit the Frog. I want his ass. I want to get one back on those guys so badly. Because we had that guy running for his life, and Kyle just pooped in his nappy. You know what I mean?
And got conservative at exactly the wrong moment. And the defense all of a sudden got real scary. You can't prevent too soon. Every coach in the league should understand that by now. They don't.
You can't do that against Patrick Mahomes. You got to put your foot down and trample all over him and finish him off.
He does. He wants you to do that.
Because he'll come back to bite you. Well, he only needs 13 seconds to get down the field.
And he does that quite well. I mean, you see the way Precision Tree took Josh Allen down today. I was watching that in horror, Tony. I said, you know what? This is Josh. What is the problem? Stay within yourself and go ahead and do what you do. No, he didn't. Josh got panicky. He started pressing, and he made boneheaded decisions. That's why they lost the game. Patrick didn't beat them. They beat themselves out of fear.
Well, let's see what Lamar does. And I was sitting around thinking the other day, and I thought, well,
he's going down.
If I had Jimmy Ward, DeForest Buckner, and I don't know, Arden Key or something like that, I'd say, wrap the Super Bowl up. It's already done.
Would it be all right? The 49ers are no longer afraid of the Chiefs. I don't think so. There's a lot of teams that are intimidated by the Chiefs. I don't think Lamar's never beaten Patrick Mahomes that I know of. He's going down next week, I assume.
Yeah, you know how Jimmy Ward used to hit Ronbo?
Yeah.
You know, he hits someone, they stay hit for a week.
Tell you. And then you hear those steps. That's the intimidation that the NFL does not want. You want that receiver. I want that receiver looking around and looking too quickly before he makes that catch because he doesn't want to take that pain. That's the kind of football they don't want anymore. They'll flag you, but you still need to find a way to antagonize that receiver.
And we have the opportunity, actually, Kyle has the opportunity to just play fundamental football. What I mean by that, if he doesn't want to expose his game plan, super duper duper game plan for the Super Bowl, if we make it, we can just run the ball against these guys until they get tired and then just smack the ever-loving shit out of them in the fourth quarter.
Like we did yesterday, actually. Tell me about it. Time.
You know what I mean?
I do know what you mean, exactly. Let me I'm looking for you Tuesday. All right? Always good stuff. I love when you get it.
All right, brother.
All right.
Shout out to Evan Ellis, Big Show, Papa D, and give Frank a fish sandwich, Ronald.
Don't forget to mention Don Burr. Hey, Frank, fish sandwich. Tony, you got Tony sold on that fish sandwich too. All right, Tony. Papa Brewski. We caught Tony yesterday going for this refrigerator. Hey, Rob, you always call me when I'm on my way to the fridge to get it cold. Yeah, kick back. All right, Tony. I'll see you tomorrow.
All right, brother.
All right, fam.
All right, man. Cheers. Cheers, man.
Yo, Jalen.
Ronbo, can you hear me?
Yeah, Cliff got the boot.
Cardinals, y'all are relevant. Rams, y'all some bombs. Seahawks haven't won a ring in 10 years and counting. Damn it, I know that can't be fun. Ronbo.
Jalen, we missed you yesterday.
Drugged me through the mud the other day when I was talking about that Packers game.
Yeah, you was right.
Oh, this call is delusional. Oh, this call is not a real fan. Next caller, Ronbo. The Packers are the 27th ranked defense. Nobody's worried about the Packers. That was 2 years ago. And what they do? What Craig do to Debo and Friday, Ronbo? Pick that brick up and knock Debo ass out. What they do to Debo? Knock them out of the game.
I mean, they came within a heartbeat of putting us out of the playoffs, Jalen. I'm never going to argue with you. And you know what? I'm done underestimating people. I know that
said they played in a bad division. Hold on, Ronbo. They said they played in a bad division. Did the Vikings not beat us this year, Ronbo?
Beat us easily, yes.
Are the Lions not in the NFC Championship?
That's 3. I'm glad we didn't play the Bears.
The Packers not just give us Ronbo. The last time we played the Bears, even though it was in a monsoon,
it was raining. We lost. Oh!
The year before that, Justin Fields gave us a run for our money that game. So whoever, I'm not going to say his name because I'm not trying to start no problem. But that whole take about them playing in a bad division, according to us, we can't say that. He's been playing good against us. So, I mean, I don't know why y'all thought I was coming in here trying to be negative on the 49ers. Ronbo, I said it was going to be a close game. Ronbo, I said it was going to come down to probably a field goal. I said 25-17. 24-21 ain't that far off.
Hey, so Jay, let me ask you a question then. What's going to happen this weekend against the Lions?
For cocky, we're going to same thing that we've been seeing when we've been overconfident. We're going to be having goddamn heart attacks.
It messes with the biorhythms, doesn't it?
Jared Goff might not get touched, Ronbo. The line is a good offensive line.
They're hurt. They're kind of banged up, though.
Pressure.
Offensive line.
No pressure, Ronbo. It's going to be a problem.
Jalen, you're not in your same place. Your sound's going back and forth.
Can you hear me now?
Oh, that's good right there. Yeah. Okay. Go ahead.
Yeah. If we go out there and we be cocky like we was this week and like we was against the Ravens and like we was against the Browns and the Vikings, Ronbo, a lot of fans are going to be on suicide watch. Because the Lions beating us to get to the Super Bowl. The Lions, Ronbo? Detroit, Ronbo.
I know.
Ronbo.
Baker should have beat him. It was his fault.
I'm not. Yep. Ronbo. And we still got fans coming in here saying, oh, we're going to kill the Lions. Why the fuck are we still being Why? Did y'all not just learn y'all lesson? They knocked Debo out the game, and we was looking around like, damn, now what?
Early. And that was an illegal hit.
And we don't even know if he's going to be 100%, Ronbo.
I don't even 80% of Debo will be enough. You know, but that was a bad hit. Dude took the helmet, crashed into Jubal's head. I thought he was having a concussion. Then I found out the shoulder was a problem. Damn.
Ronbo, that defense showed up, Ronbo. Now, I don't know why that Ronbo, that same Green Bay offense dropped 40 on the second seed, Ronbo. If they could drop 40 on the second seed, what makes you think they'd have a hard time against the first?
No, wait. Let me just say something. I want to say just what one people listen. Green Bay can beat Detroit. Now we already went through hell with Green Bay. It's
a divisional game, Ronbo.
I know, but them boys can play. You know, that's what I'm saying. I think we can deal with Detroit a little easier. I don't want to play Green Bay no more. If I don't never see Green Bay again, I'll be fine. But Detroit, I know they're good, but I don't know.
Their offense is good. I'm gonna give you that. They've been scoring 30 points a lot lately.
Yeah.
They got a hell of an offense. But Ronbo, the only team that can beat us is us, and that goes for the Ravens.
Yep,
that goes for the Ravens. We beat us that Ravens game, Ronbo.
The stats
for what?
say
4 turnovers?
Exactly. The stats say we still outplayed them, but we can't give the ball to them 4 times, and you cannot have 100 yards of penalties on a day and beat anybody.
Ronbo, and we cannot disrespect our opponents, Ronbo. I mean, we had callers calling the Packers defense mediocre. Shit, they didn't look mediocre the other day.
No, they didn't.
They didn't. They didn't look mediocre versus the Cowboys. Ronbo, they offense. Do you understand that the Packers did not allow 1 sack the entire playoffs?
Mm-hmm.
You do realize they got 2 first-round picks, Ronbo.
I got half the team, isn't it? The first round. I already saluted the Packers.
I'm saying they have 2 first-round draft picks in the draft because of Aaron Rodgers.
That's right. Listen, that's why it's important that we win that Super Bowl this year.
There's going to be a problem. Yeah. We need to get this shit done this year, Ronbo. We need to get this ring. It's some young teams on the rise, Ronbo. We need to get this out the way. Nobody's afraid of the 49ers anymore.
Well, I don't know about that. We still got a really tough team.
No, Ronbo. Teams use the 49ers to scale themselves. They say if we can compete against them, we can compete against anybody. I guarantee you that's what they're teaching their players now.
No, that's a good thing for us. That means we're still the standard for now. So,
Yeah.
We got to roll though, fam. Let me see it Tuesday.
But at the end of the day, we still the kings of the West.
That's right.
Kyler back running around so he don't need no rest.
Yep.
And I ain't seen Gene D. And Rudy, you can shut up because the 49ers going to always be the best.
Yes. Niners!
Come on, y'all. Stay humble, stay hungry. I wasn't coming in here being negative for no reason. They gave us a ball game because we was overconfident. Let's get a Detroit Lions they respect.
You make some good points. Ain't no point taking nobody so easily. This is just simply a professional team. And I learned a lesson watching the Packers. But, Jalen, I'll see you Tuesday. We're going to win this game this weekend, though. We ain't got to be loud and crazy about it, but we can do this. Hey, T.
Hello, Ronbo. Can you hear me?
I can hear you, T. Yeah.
What's up? How you doing, bro?
Doing all right. T, I feel like now, after having survived yesterday's game, there really is nothing in life that's going to affect me. You know what I'm saying? So anything that happens today, I could go out. I really hate you buy a pair of shoes and a dog pooped on the sidewalk and nobody picked it up and you stepped in the poop. I can even deal with that. And that's one of my pet peeves. You know what I mean? So we're fine.
Right. Oh, yeah, we can just survive anything. It's okay. Well, hey, was it ever in doubt, though?
Yeah. You talking about yesterday's game?
Oh,
you're kidding me. I was laying down on the floor for a minute. I had to leave this chair and go out and back. I mean, it was just making me crazy. Some of the mistakes, the boneheaded errors we made, and they were doing whatever they wanted to do. And then you know how we always blame Kyle for the questionable play. That moment where he seemed to have a blank. And he said something.
Which he always does.
Yes. I said, oh, Kyle, because that adds to the misery. We're already having problems, and Kyle calls this or does this, and we do something on defense that made no sense. What are we doing? Why? And then you go into panic mode.
Kyle, I'm like, Diva goes out, and then Kyle just forgets how to play or how to call plays for the team, apparently. I don't get it.
Plan B. Why would you do that, Kyle?
I don't get it. I don't get it. But was it Jalen, the last caller? That was the last one?
That was just Jalen, yeah.
Okay. Well, big shout out to him for being like the voice of reason because I agree with everything he said.
He was right, though. He was.
Like, people who are overlooking this Lions team are going to be in for a rude awakening when Amon-Ra is going to be torching Ambry the whole game.
The name sounds frightening. I know.
Yeah. And to act like the Lions haven't been on a heater for like the past 5 weeks is kind of insane, but that's just me.
Seed. They were in position to get the number 1 seed, yeah.
Yeah, very easily. like the only reason the game isn't being played out there is because we squeaked it out yesterday.
And
so we got to be prepared.
God, that was close.
Squeaked.
Thank you,
but
Christian McCaffrey.
Overall, we showed. Oh, he's a god. But overall, we showed our character, as Kyle said after the game. But we just need to step it up. You can't be too overconfident.
Mm-hmm.
The defense needs to get some sacks, bro. Like
I know, right? Start to intimidate that quarterback. We haven't done that in a while.
Exactly. Because a lot of people are gonna be mad when Jared Goff is gonna be torching us next week. That's what I'm saying.
He's a little better. His confidence has grown.
He's definitely better. Like, did people not watch the game today?
I did. I watched him last week. He's been coming on. All of a sudden, something came over him, and he improved.
Exactly. So we got to be prepared. I need the defense to step up. Straight up.
I need Dre Greenlaw to pick him off because I think that's what messed with Love yesterday because Love, I don't know what made him think he could throw across his body. Every defender on the field can see that when you do it. It's not so much that's a difficult pass, but I can see you really easily. What do? I roll to my right or left. Whichever way you're throwing across your body, I'm getting this,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, overall, we just got to prepare. Kyle needs to get his head out of his ass.
Please.
Because he always seems to do some dumb shit at the most inopportune time. It never fails, honestly.
Unreal.
It really never fails, but...
He'll explain it to you, though. You ask him after the game, like sometimes they do in the press conference. He explains. People ask him what was with the Jawan Jennings run play. And he sat there and explained.
Like, bro, what are we doing?
And flipped it off, basically. Gave you an answer like, oh, no, it just happened to be that. No, Kyle, what does that mean? You're the coach. That's not what call timeout. God.
Exactly. And why is Logan Ryan in the game?
Because
Can somebody explain that to me?
Because Kyle says he doesn't want to put that kind of pressure on Jair, that rookie hasn't had enough snaps, that he doesn't think putting him in that kind of position is a fair thing to do. Kyle, you had Alfonga played in his rookie year. Why?
Exactly.
Kyle?
What are we doing? What are we doing? I don't know. Did you catch the other games today? Or the other game, the Bills game?
I watched them. And I sat there and I watched Josh. Josh Allen is who he is. He's not Elway. People just stop accusing him of being that. He's not going to beat Mahomes in a critical situation. The only guy that can do that to Mahomes pretty much is Burrows. Jeff will beat, if everybody's healthy, Joe Burrows will beat Patrick all day long. But he's the only guy I can see can do that.
Yep. I just feel bad for him because he plays the game of his life, and once again, they still lose.
Yeah.
It's insane.
Oh,
really
okay. Okay. So Lamar did beat Kansas City finally 36-35 in 2021. Okay. Because it's been a while. I forgot about that, yeah.
That's only one time, though.
I know. See, the rest of the time, Patrick, man, he kind of owns them. A lot like we own the Rams.
Inevitable.
So we'll see.
That boy, man. I thought it would have been it for him this year, but I was wrong. He did it again.
I know, right? They looked like they were done, didn't it? I thought because they didn't have any receivers, but that defense looked good this year. Really good. Better than ever.
Really good.
So.
Honestly, they could have won the game a little earlier if Hardman didn't fumble the ball.
See, those are the little things that went through the season making me think they were done because they don't have the personnel they used to. They got the merry minimums out there because Patrick's getting paid all the money, and what he's not getting paid, the rest of it goes to Travis Kelce. So I'm saying, they don't. You guys are running out of players. Oh, that they got the defender. He gets a lot of money, but you don't have any money left, right? So
Exactly.
Tim, we gotta go. Hey, I'll be back Tuesday though, and let's talk about I'm ready for that good news. I figure they're gonna know about Debo by then.
Most definitely.
Good year for me, fam. Talk to you later.
All right. You as well. Have a good one, okay?
Thanks, D. Let's go check. Elissa. Boom, 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 boom. Ellis. when I'm busy. Yeah, let's. We didn't get into the. It was fun with the kids yesterday. We didn't get a chance to ask you anything directly though. But Ellis, I kind of feeling. But Ellis, I'm looking at the team going forward. Was your face shaking in any way? Does it look like Kyle's got a grip on everything that's going on with the 49ers? Also, the run game. Can Wilkes get those guys into any kind of shape between now and 2 weeks? Because that's all that's left in the season. Can he make that run defense any better? Things like that. What are you thinking?
It seems like the defensive line is having a hard time. I like the Chase Young acquisition. I just don't feel like he's doing enough.
He's not.
We won't be re-signing him. You can bet your ass we don't re-sign him. I don't know what's going on. I'm go ahead.
He's not in the bidding war because I was all pumped up when he first came. Oh, we got to find a way to re-sign him. That's Chase Young. Chase is okay.
Yeah,
but
he hasn't been doing anything spectacular.
He's not a $25 million man, no. Yeah, well, go ahead.
No, hell no. So he's gonna have to go somewhere else to get that money. And Javon, it seems like is kind of just he's kind of there. You know what I mean? He makes a couple of plays here and there, but it's nothing really special like that.
I agree.
Even with Javon Kinlaw.
Oh, Kinlaw. Okay, he's not getting
Javon. Javon was weak. I think that was a misfire. With us paying him. I mean, we needed somebody, but all that money we gave him, we could have. I don't know. Man. We could have did something else, man. We could have paid 2 or 3 guys for the amount of money that we gave him, and would have had the same pretty much effect because he hasn't been doing anything super crazy that's got us like, damn, that was worth the money. You know what I mean? There's not.
I forget he's out there sometimes.
That moment has not came. Yeah, that moment has not came through for me yet. And I think it's just the defensive line. And even with Eric Armstead coming back, we're thinking, okay, well, we'll have, some resistance there at the, in the A-B gap. But that was not.
He hadn't worked in a while.
That was not the case. This week. No, I know, and it's not all on him any damn way. You know what I mean? You got other big ticket players and other, these huge human beings on there. It can't just be on him. It's supposed to be a collective effort, and it just wasn't. I didn't see that. So the defensive line is going to have to step it up drastically. This run game, Jahmyr Gibbs is super fast. And they got David Montgomery, and I mean them boys are running good. They're running hard.
I know.
They're hitting the holes fast. They're really quick.
Yeah.
Dre and Fred are going to have their work cut out for them, but those are 2 guys that we know for a doubt aren't ain't turning nothing down. They come in full force. So Dre Greenlaw's good. They're going to get in. Jahmyr Gibbs and David Montgomery going to get a nice little introduction to Dre Greenlaw. I think he's going to be having to come in later wood and just let it know. Pause, but he's going to have to come and put somebody down. So that they can understand, what's going on here. And then Fred will come in there and he'll do his thing. The secondary I'm concerned about, of course, Ambry Thomas starting to go back to old vintage Ambry again. But they're going to start doing that shit.
Have you ever had an injury to your hand like that and tried to play anyway? I'm trying to understand how does that affect your performance? I would imagine you're trying to keep that hand out of the way a lot. And if you're playing cautiously, I guess you're not playing all out. I'm trying to think of why he looked like that. Ambry hasn't been all pro by any stretch of the imagination all year, but he really looked awful yesterday.
Yeah, well, the problem is he ran into the guy. The ball was underthrown, and then the receiver had to slow down, and Ambry ran into him. So it's kind of a setup for failure. Anyway. When they just throw the ball up in the air like that, you have to understand they're doing that shit because they want to try to get a penalty. That was a prayer. It was a good play by Jordan Love for doing that.
Yeah.
But then in turn, it's like Ambry runs into the wide receiver who's slowing down to catch an underthrown ball, and they call a fucking pass interference on him.
That's all you got to do.
So it's about you got to play the man a little bit better than that when you get down the field. Kind of know where he's at. So when you see that ball, I would rather him I would rather there be a touchdown and the guy make a play while you being right on his ass than you running into him down the field because, the ball's underthrown and then you give him 50, 60 yards.
Because they're going to mark it there
that's
anyway.
not. Yeah. So I mean, shit, give them the damn touchdown if you're going to do all that. But at least go hard in doing your best and trying to make that play versus it being something where you're giving it to them without putting forth any effort. You know what I mean? But he can't do that. I think he'll play better, but they're going to have talks with him because if they decide to just if Jared Goff starts throwing the ball just up in the air, you know what I mean, looking for that kind of shit, and we give it to him, it's going to be a long day. This is a good team we're playing. They got as far as they did for a reason. This is not nobody to scoff at. And I said the same shit when we played the Packers, and everybody was coming in here saying, "Come on, it's the 7th seed, man. Are we really that? Are we not? We? I'm not going to be included in that, but yeah, are y'all really thinking that these guys are in the playoffs for no fucking reason? They ran up 27 points on the Cowboys in the first half.
I saw that.
Be serious.
Though, in the back of my mind, I was thinking, they'll never get away with that. Cowboys, everybody does that to the Cowboys these days. If you play over 500 football, you can beat the Dallas Cowboys, and but not us. Man, we escaped.
Yeah. So man, look, if Dre Greenlaw doesn't play, like my man said earlier, we don't win this game.
Yeah. Well,
those 2 turnovers sealed the game. That gave us did we not score off the first turnover, off the first interception?
3 points. The second one though, no, we took a knee. Yeah.
The second one sealed the game. It didn't give them an opportunity to keep going down the field and getting a touchdown or tying it. That solidified and sealed the game. If Dre doesn't play and we don't get those turnovers, Ronbo, this game looks different. We're going home.
Some momentum swing as well. But yeah. All right, fam. Let me see you Tuesday, and it's gonna be good news day. Debo's fine. I'm fantasizing, He'll be fine. I know he's gonna be fine. I need my 1-2 punch.
Man, look, he got a lot of money, Ronbo. I don't know if, unless my leg is not connected to my body, or if I got my limbs are not connected to if shit is not connected together, I'm playing. Yeah. This is the NFC Championship game.
Yes.
You don't sit out for no shit like this.
Better not.
So if he's hurt, he's not hurt enough, he needs to be playing. Point blank, period. Anyway, y'all know what it is, man. Hey, look, we coming. You know what I mean? Let's mount up and we get ready, man. Shout out to the Niner faithful. Y'all know what it is, man. Hit that like, subscribe. Shout out to Tony, the fam. Shout out Evan. Shout out Papa D. Shout out Jonah, Tanisha. Hopefully everything's going all right over there. Shout out to Emilio. Shout out to what's the name? Bethel. Yeah. Be coming through. Ronbo. I can't really impersonate him, but shout out to the homie, man.
Work on it.
Much love. Y'all know what it is.
All right, fam. Shout out to that squad too. I'll see you Tuesday. All right, fam.
Respect. I appreciate it.
And let's go get in. He is 49er Brian. Listen,
what is up, Ronbo?
I needed that rain dance from you and Chant last night.
Man. Man. Hey, I love Jalen. I love Ellis, but I'm not going to be negative. I'm sorry. It's not happening.
All right.
I'm a lifelong 49er fan, Ronbo. You know this.
Yes.
And I'm not going to sit here and go, the 49ers aren't doing this right, or they're doing this wrong, and the blah, blah, blah. Give me a break. We're the goddamn 49ers.
And don't anticipate losing. I've never done that. I've been scared, but I've never anticipated a loss. Even back in the years when we were just butt cheeks.
Yes, you and I went through the butt cheek years, and we're done with it.
Jimmy Thompson.
We're not going to listen to it anymore.
The most recent ones, anyway.
So I'm going to stay positive.
Chip Kelly.
You really think we're going to have a bad game again like we did against Green Bay? Do you really think that, Ronbo?
I actually don't. I think the 49ers are going to come out guns blazing and seriously next week because that had to scare them yesterday, too. Not just us.
Oh,
it was a great wake-up call for our team to get them ready for these Detroit Cubbies.
And a Super Bowl.
I don't care.
You know, even if it is
and the Super Bowl.
Patrick Miracle Mahomes.
And you know what? Hey, I'll get hats off to Detroit. If they give us a tough game, well, hell, we need it. But I know we're going to beat them.
Yeah.
I don't see any way. I just, you know, and yeah, well, you said that about Green Bay, Brian. Okay, I'll hear the hate already. But you know what? I'm confident in our team. No, Green Bay, hey, props to Green. They're going to be tough next year. We'll see them again. But Ronbo, they've been tough in the past, and haven't we owned them every year? We've owned them for how many years now?
Exactly. You're right. You're right. We just got to, you know what? We got to make some adjustments on our team. We got to stay potent.
Yeah.
I don't know what they're going to do to make, but the 49ers do things every year to try to get better. So we'll see.
We know what Detroit's going to do. They're going to attack Ambry Thomas. That's a given. They're going to try and run the ball on us. Are they not? Do you think we're not going to be trying to be ready for that?
They definitely are, yeah.
I mean, and they're going to air it out when they can with their star receiver. I mean, come on. We know their game plan. We know what they're going to do. It's already written for us. What we need to do is play better 49er football. We've been playing like poop. And these last couple of games, we've been just sliding by and just not playing 49er football like we did against the Eagles or the Cowboys.
Yep.
Who I know we can play better, and I know we can beat teams like the Detroit Lions handily.
Hey, Brian, you know what? Here, I mentioned this earlier in the season, too. You know, when the 49ers look ahead and see somebody that's supposed to be a badass, like the Cowboys are supposed to be a badass, we have a vendetta that we want to get against the Eagles. We come in and remember the Jaguars were supposed to 5 in a row. They are the toast of the East, right? Went in there and ran them out of their own field. It depends on who you are. The 49ers bring a different game.
And I know, right, and I don't mean to interrupt you, but I know that Green Bay's division is tough. But they're not tough like the West. All the teams in the West that we play every year, Arizona, Rams, I'll even give it to the Sea Chickens. They're all tough teams, and we play those teams twice a year, every year, and we get roughed up when we play those teams. So I'm not going to sit here and say and listen to this crap that Detroit's a better division and all that. No, they're not. We're in a better division than they are, and we are a tougher team because of it. So I'm not worried about these Lions. It'll be a good game. It might be close, but we're going to pull it out because we're the 49ers and we deserve this. We're a better team. We're a better organization. And we just have the staff and the players and everybody's pumped to go.
Yes.
Now the Lions, hey, I'm props to the Lions. I'm not taking any away from the Lions, but man, I'm just tired of hearing, I just think we have too many weapons for them to handle. And if Brock is on his game, he's going to find those weapons.
And he will be.
Now,
he sits by himself.
If Brock Purdy had 2 bad games in a row, Ronbo, never.
Well, yeah.
Honestly.
But he was hurt. I think he was concussed. Well, because the Cleveland game, the Viking game, was a little questionable. We just flat got beat, the whole team, by the Bengals. But he straightened up after that, though.
Yeah, he's been productive and he's been consistent, has he not? I think so.
I think so.
People are going to hate on me, whatever. I don't care. But I think Brock Purdy has been a constant dream for our quarterback situation, honestly.
Right. People have to realize he's still learning. Sometimes people, they treat him like he's a 4 or 5 year vet. I'm telling you, you know what? Let him grow and shut up.
Right.
Wait a minute.
Like you always say, he's just going to get better, and he's only 24 years old.
He's going to be a monster.
Come on.
He is. I look forward to one of the greats. He really is. Instincts, everything's going.
And I can't wait till we beat these Lions and get in the Super Bowl, Ronbo. I'm totally confident. I'll never lose confidence in my team, ever.
They're going to be fighting tooth and nail, Brian.
Not playing.
But we're
not playing that game where we have to respect other teams and all that. No, we don't. We're the goddamn 49ers.
Damn right.
No. I'm not playing that game.
You keep that energy, Brian. I'm not going to try to talk you out of it. We gotta go. Though.
Hey, I love the faithful. I love the fam. I love everybody in chat, except for the morons like Everett and Don Burr. You know, their days are numbered. So, but hey, Ronbo, have a good weekend. Whatever is left of the weekend, I guess.
Yeah. You're right.
And we'll see you soon. You're right.
Looking forward to it. I'll see you Tuesday. All right.
Take care, everybody.
You too, fam.
Bye-bye.
Yeah. Hey, and Texas boy, I know you're watching. You notice he didn't mention your name. Texas boy, we don't have any respect for the Cowboys. Hell, we don't have a lot of respect for you. And by the way, Texas boy, we really wish you'd change your image with us and come on back in here and talk that same trash you were talking a few weeks ago. Hey, Brian, come on in.
49ers, red and gold, remaining faithful till I'm dead and cold.
Yes.
Watch it. Enjoying the playoffs all the way from the Mid-South because the law always says know your role and shut your mouth. What it is, Ronbo.
I tell you, I feel like nothing can bother me now after yesterday. You know what? We got hardened yesterday, fam. Because the thing is, I must admit, a lot of people won't do it, but I will. I had actually lost the faith. Yes. The Lord was out of my life suddenly. And there I was laying in the pits of hell. They're going to beat us. Oh, no. Then we came back, got him.
Ronbo, I thought you gonna have a conniption. I watched you on the chat.
I was hurting.
I said, "Ooh, I thought you losing." I said, "I ain't never seen you that. I ain't never seen you
I couldn't stay in the chair. I need a bigger room, and I couldn't get away from myself. It was crazy. I didn't know what to do. I said, well, they're the seventh seed. They're the seventh seed. They don't play like the seventh seed, but they are. We can't lose to them. Yeah. People won't care if they were the seventh seed or not. Years from now, Rudy and company like that, you guys lost to the seventh seed in the 2024 playoffs, man. Don't give me that 49ers stuff. Okay, see, I hate that. Oh. So, you know.
But yeah, Ronbo, here's the keys to victory for next week. They got to do three things. They got to execute. They got to execute when it comes to offensively. This is no time to be conservative. Their coach, the Lions coach, he is not conservative. If anything, he is very aggressive.
He really is. He takes
fourth down, he's going to go for it. Fourth down, he's going to go for it.
Right. Field goal, later for that. I'm going for the TD. I hope he pulls that stuff with us.
I'm going for the, He going to let it,
That's bad judgment.
Remember what he said, remember his speech where they, remember what he said in his speech when they hired him. You know, he said, "Hey, if they knock us down, we're gonna get up and we're gonna bite a kneecap off on the way up."
Yeah, let him keep that energy.
So, hey,
he's got him somewhere. His team
right now, Ronbo. Hey, and right now, Ronbo, he's looking like a messiah right now.
I know, right?
You know how long it's been since they even been to the playoffs. I mean, you know how long it's been since they even been to the playoffs.
I mean,
they're talking about winning.
Know. I'd have to Google it up. I have no idea.
But we got to execute. We got to execute defensively, Ronbo. Where are the sacks? Where's the pressure?
Quarterbacks are training for the 49ers. I really believe that, fam, because you know what? Quarterbacks are getting rid of the ball. I mean, they get rid of that ball quick. When the 49ers are coming at them, they don't even play with us. So,
it's like I kind of watched our D linemen. It's like we're playing chicken fight. We chicken fighting with the linemen instead of just pass rushing. I'm like, what's going on? Why are we not generating those sacks?
I agree. What's all that hand moving, dancing? Get rid of him, and get past him. Nick does.
It
just says
they don't know where because the linemen they going backward. The old linemen they going backward. They don't know where the quarterback is.
Mm-hmm.
Just come up with some alternative moves, and we got to alternate something, and we got to execute as far as special teams. Oh, our special teams is atrocious.
How many times has that happened this year, Brian? How many times have we watched a return man take the ball halfway down the field and beyond and have us all passing out? And then we get an opportunity, the fool fumbles it, and they get it back. That's when I knew it was over. How did he get that bad?
Yeah.
I got 14 49ers standing there, and not one of them got the ball before he did. What is this?
Yeah. But yeah, Ronbo, we got it. Yeah, we just got to execute. It's the NFC Championship. We've been there. This ain't our first rodeo. We've been there 4 out of the last 5 years.
And 19 times. We lead the league in the NFCCG appearances.
And this is out. And Ronbo, this is our window with Fred Warner, Debo, Kittle, all those guys.
Oh,
this is the window. You remember the 20? You remember from the 2019? You remember what did Kittle say? Oh, hey, I'm coming back. I'll be back.
He's back.
Well, he's on the front right now. He's on the front porch.
And he's not the main man. That's how good we are now. Kittle is one of the fearsome 5. Yeah. But he ain't got to carry the load by himself. He just got to do his part.
Mm-mm.
That's a tough team.
Mm-mm. So we just gotta, we just gotta, and like Jalen said a whole lot. We gotta respect our opponent, but we got to go out. We got to execute against our opponent.
Beat him up. Yeah.
We do. We got to go out there and handle. We got to go out there and handle our business.
Please.
Well,
Brian, let me say what I'm going to see you Tuesday. And as I say, my whole motivation toward Tuesday is that's the day. Well, it looks like Debo Samuel's going to be fine for the game, as he was with Kay this morning, and he said blah blah blah. It's okay. Yes.
Oh, yeah.
I'm excited about that.
Yeah. And one more thing, Kyle Shanahan, please, what do you got against working those other 2 run backs, Mitchell and Mason? What is it? Please let them go.
He'll get it back. We got to go though. Let me get you there too. So let's complain about this some more, because I definitely have some things to say about that myself.
All right, shout out to you, Ronbo. Shout out to the faithful. Shout out to production. And the law is finally out.
All right, Brian. And there she is.
All right, Ronbo.
Okay, fam. There she is, Donabelle.
Hey, Ronbo, how are you?
Donabelle, I'm after yesterday. I can completely say I'm just wonderful now. It's like, you know when you're a child and you're going to school and they say, okay, we're going to be getting our shots on Wednesday, okay? So I want you to sign the paper so your mom knows. What? Shots? No. Line up, 15 kids in front of you. Ah! Oh, God, that's what was me yesterday. I had that same fear feeling. I thought we was going to lose, but we didn't. And Donna, by the way, I'm not afraid of needles. I'm not afraid of needles anymore. I can get a shot. What you do? You just don't look. Turn your head. All right. Ask them if they're done. Yeah, we've been done. Okay. I can deal with it. I'm good. So I'm not afraid anymore of anybody else. We already seen the best team we're gonna see. We're good. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm thinking a few things, and I'll make it quick because, like, as I always say, I know that you got a lot of, other callers. I see you had to remove the PIN number.
Oh, yeah, because we'll be here till 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning. A lot of people have a lot of things to say. We're going to try to get them on Tuesday.
I know. Now, this is what I was going to say. A couple of things. We do. Now, a couple things. Bang, bang, Niner gang. Hello, Niner fam. Okay, these are my statements. One, my concern is the D-line.
Yes.
Now, I know it was a rain game, and everybody say they were rusty and yada, yada, sis, boom, bye. I haven't seen them that crisp since, like, somebody mentioned that we played the Jaguars right after that 3-game skid. They haven't seemed to be 100%. I'm attributing that mainly to Wilkes. Now, Greenlaw and Warner, they're okay. But it's like, I don't know, I guess if they're safeties or whatever they are. That poor child, he just got ran all over. Another thing, Chase Young, he seems to not be carrying his weight. I don't know what it is.
I agree.
He chewing snuff.
I hated to say it.
But while you chewing your snuff and getting paid, you need to do some work. Because I saw a tight end slam him like he was a flapjack.
And he's a wild man.
Javon Hargrave. How busy does he seem to you? Because I'm not seeing any sweat.
Enough for me to call him into the office and ask him, do I need a document hour? Yeah.
Thank you. Okay, now, with Debo's injury, you all, I don't know, Niner fans, if y'all remember, Debo and Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, they got some beef. So
That's why Debo wants to play so bad.
Debo want to play because I can't guard you. You a running back, and you got your money. Don't speak to me. Well, you talking about me? I don't need to talk to you. Anywho, so that's going to be interesting. Now, someone did also say it on the call, and they said the teams are taking a page out of the 49ers book. Of course they are. I mean, when you have the brass ring, wouldn't you want to medal down for yourself?
Yep.
So I get that. That's a compliment, all that, however, remember, the Shanahan tree is vast.
Yes.
The roots are vast and far. Yes. So they go and they take their little variations of it, like Mike McDaniel did with Miami. And what's his name? LaFleur.
Yep.
Like he did yesterday. So that's another thing. Lastly, Kyle is, as always, his hesitation rears its little ugly green snout. He gets to a point where, like, okay, you should know if Debo or CMC, what if both of them got injured? The blood of Jesus gets to happen. My point is that could happen. Easily. And it's like when that happens, he looks lost and confused. How are you supposed to be this genius? Act like it. You know, and that frustrates me. I'm ready for Detroit because I'm from Chicago. I don't like that raggedy place.
I know about Chicago, Detroit.
But,
Chicago, Detroit, New Jersey. None of y'all appreciate Philly. Yep, I know about that.
Oh no, just like Philly. Remember that caller back when we curb stomped Philly? They came in here talking all that noise. I ain't worried about Detroit. You know, bless they barren heart.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you know, we're going to be fine. I want Niner fan be positive. We're going to be fine. However, as you know, Ronbo, I always say we need to be humble. Now, the fans, you should be humble as a person anyway, moving forward.
Come to think of it.
The 49ers players, they did get humbled by that game. I don't care what nobody say. And that's what happens when you go in there floating on air like you the baddest thing since sliced bread. And they played the dollar and got paid 15 cents almost. We almost lost.
But Donna, I just want to say on behalf of the team though, I think they got surprised and shocked. I don't know if they knew. They shouldn't have been. But good Lord, they brought a lot of
playoffs.
Ooh, that's a lot of smoke. My God, they can play.
Right, that's the divisional playoffs. It gets harder at this point. Am I right?
Yes. Oh God.
Them teams are at this point for a reason. I don't care what the seeding number says. They hungry,
beat up on the
just
Cowboys.
Like
True.
Oh man,
I mean, the Cowboys are bad, but they ain't that bad. Yeah.
The Cowboys refuse to get a defense. They refuse to have actual linebackers. They refuse to have a run game. They refuse to stop the run. So, I mean, you ain't going to win until you do that. I don't even want to talk about them, poor baby. But, those were just my thoughts right there. Him and Chauncey Gardner.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Ronbo.
And they're well received. Always good stuff from you. You never speak unless it's worthwhile. I always love that about you because I do it all the time.
I try.
I recognize good stuff.
Yeah, let me give you your kiss. That's from my mom. I forget.
Hey, Mom, give me back to Mom for me.
I sure will. I tell her all the time she'll be so happy. Really? Okay. She just told me, well, what you got to say? I'm really on Ronbo. She heard you talking. And she asked right away.
Love you, Mom.
But anyway, so we're going to win. I'll tell her, you said that we're going to win. You know, I just want us to be reticent about it. You know, just be cautious because at this point, baby, it's lights out.
Yes.
Ain't nobody taking no short.
And the 49ers got to work this hard this week like they're going to the Super Bowl now. All right, Donna.
Exactly. That's the point.
We'll see. Donna, hope you got some time. Since I'm glad you're breaching your. She's been on a boycott for a little while now. I'm glad. We always love to hear from you, Donna. I'll see you Tuesday, okay? You and Mom.
Okay, see you on Tuesday. Yeah. I tried to watch your show, but I couldn't because I was in prayer, y'all, and I didn't fast, but I was praying, honey.
I'm glad you was. That might have been the reason why we won.
Prayer, so now I got to be with you. Huh?
I'm glad you were. That might have been the reason we won. My God, that was close.
Yeah, look, ain't no Mike. You can't lose with the Jesus I use.
Here you go.
He said what he said. But I love you all. God bless you all. Bang, bang, Niner gang. We'll win. Just stay faithful. Y'all use it to faithful. Remember God. That's what faith's about. Okay. Well, I'll talk to you Tuesday.
Looking forward to it, Tyler. Night. Yes, indeed. And I bet you Brock dropped off a little prayer, too, because he's very religious, you know? Well, we needed that game. Fam, I don't ever want to get that close to that kind of thing. Do you know the trolls and the haters will have a field day? We'll think it's like a Mardi Gras up in this chat. I'm going to have to shut it down, man. Put them ass clowns in here talking trash. Steven! And the bad thing about them clowns, they've all been eliminated. Why do people that are below us think they can talk to us like they do? Steven, hello. Give me time to think about.
But sit on the couch.
God, unreal.
I'll be real, Ronbo. This was the one team I did not want to face in the NFC Championship.
You saw it coming?
All due respect to the line. I saw this coming right when we entered into the postseason. I knew what the Lions were bringing to the table. I knew how aggressive they were. Dan Campbell's kind of ahead of himself, but he's an extremely aggressive coach.
That could beat you.
He does not play conservative. He is a risk taker, and it shows, and they thrive from it because not every team is prepared for that kind of play style.
I told you this last year about Detroit. And listen, on fourth down situations, 49ers better be ready defensively. If it's 4th and 2 or 3, get ready. He's going for it.
But they're two running backs. They're pretty scary. I'm gonna give respect where it's due. If we're able to put Javon Kinlaw up the middle and then pair him with Eric Armstead, I think the middle will be okay. It's the outsides is what I'm worried about. We have Randy Gregory, we have Chase Young, we have Nick Bosa.
We got
I don't know.
You got Fred and Dre for that lateral pursuit. That is
middle,
but if you're gonna, they'll read that play. You don't see people getting around the curve that often when they're on their in the right spots. But if you run something that fools everybody, they'll get around there.
I'll say this, Ronbo. If we're able to put the clamps on Montgomery and put the clamps on Amon St. Ra, I think we'll be okay. Because Amon St. Ra is probably their best wide receiver, if not their best player on that offense.
About it. Yeah.
I knew that when he was getting drafted, I was like, shit, this guy's good. He's worth the money, and it shows day in and day out. But Jared Goff, at the end of the day, is still Jared Goff. If you hit him once, he's done. He's out.
Or he gets intimidated and starts messing with his mind. Contact. That's true. We used to always do that to him.
And so, we just have to get through Peneo Sewell. And pretty much that's it.
They got a couple guys missing off their offensive line.
Yeah. But we still have all of our star defenders. I have a feeling if we pair Amon St. Ra with Deommodore Lenoir, there's going to be zone coverage. There's not going to be man coverage. But if you put Javarius Ward on Amon St. Ra, it's going to be man coverage. If you try to put Ambry Thomas on it, forget it. Amon St. Ra is a very, very good, lateral, diagonal route runner.
This is why Jimmy
Ambry
Ward.
Thomas is only good linear.
This is why I wish we had Jimmy Ward. So, one thing about Jimmy, if you had a cornerback that was struggling, he was very good at being able to lean the right way to make the play, So I need – Gibson used to be good at that, but he's probably lost a step. We'll see. Wilson's got to figure some kind of a system where they don't have to get butchered like that again. But go ahead.
I will tell you right now, Ronbo, their run defense isn't that great. The only person I'm kind of a little worried about is C.J. Gardner-Johnson, but he's barely coming back. He was injured almost the entire season.
Wait, are you talking about isn't that Debo's? That's Debo's guy.
That's Debo's guy, yeah. That's why Debo wants to come back.
Chauncey!
That's why he said, no, I'm good.
Yeah.
That's exactly why Debo is pushing to come back as early as he can.
Can't wait.
He wants
he's waiting all season for this. That's no.
So
Debo, get well then. Come on.
He absolutely wants that ISO against C.J. Gardner, and he's gonna get it if he plays. He's gonna get it, and the Lions defense is gonna quickly find out. And they're gonna quickly find out. It's not just Debo, it's not just CMC, it's Ayuk, it's Jennings, and possibly Chris Conley, George Kittle, and maybe Ross Dwelly. I would love to see Ross Dwelly incorporated here and there because he's real clutch. I don't think have ever seen Ross Dwelly drop a pass.
I know, right?
Every time he gets a pass,
Kyle,
I don't think I've ever seen him drop one.
Kyle
He just can't get open because he's not as fast. But we gotta. I mean, I'm serious, Ronbo. The offensive line on that right side has really got to step it up. I mean, we shook some rust off yesterday, which cool. Yeah, that's great. You know, Green Bay is no slouch. Green Bay is absolutely no slouch. So anyone who says, "Oh, we were supposed to walk all over them,"
if we get
it's a lie.
for them
that was never going to happen.
Yeah, they can play. They're not like
they throw down.
It used to be, Aaron Rodgers' offense. Now they're playing a real offense. They're playing our offense against us with whatever LaFleur spins on that offense. My God, I did not see that coming.
Are everything. Every single one of those plays that he designed up were almost mirrored exactly to the 49ers. It was just too close of a game because we were basically just playing ourselves.
I know.
Almost step by step.
With little concept differences, but mostly based in definitely Shanahan's system. That was frightening. Yeah, Steve, we got to go though. Let me see you Tuesday, and we get some good news. It's going to be fun to see Chauncey Gardner, Phillips, and Debo. You know they're going to get online and start getting it at you. That's because Debo's good for that.
Debo's good for it, but you know what, Ronbo? CJ hasn't done jack shit all season, so.
I know. So we'll see.
And he didn't do shit in Philly, so.
That's why he's over in Detroit.
Yep.
All right. Steven, I have a little roam. Mr. Steven, I'll see you Tuesday.
I'll see you Tuesday, Ronbo. Have a good night.
You too, fam. And here he is, the great Bozzini, who probably tell you right now, if I'd have came in, I'd have told y'all, don't put no long money on the 49ers making that 10-point spread. Boz!
It's been torture listening to these 49er fans, man. I try to be positive, man. 49er fans don't listen. I gave y'all the blueprint. I didn't call in yesterday because everybody was scared. Ronbo. I ain't never, ever in my life been afraid of no putty cat. I'm not afraid of no putty cats. So for everybody that's jumping on here, oh, my God, you better take them this, that, and other. Listen, that's Jared Goff. That's Jared Goff that played for the Rams that we've ran for years. We got his clutch in our pocket. We own Jared Goff. Jared Goff is our little toy. Furthermore, take the 7 points. Push it up 2. We're going to beat them by 10.
Ooh,
I said it.
I love it.
Bozzini.
Back to normal 49er football.
I said it. Now, everybody done lost their God-blessing mind thinking that, this little scare. We were rusty.
And, Boz, it's the traumatic effect from yesterday.
But what if they run the ball more than they're running?
Because you know, the 49ers, they scared the bejesus out of everybody with that game. I thought we was getting ready to go home.
Ronbo, we had 3 weeks off. We needed to knock the dust off. We needed to rock the rust.
I realize that now. I do.
It ain't going to be raining. Brock going to be rolling. Shanahan going to be in his bag. We're going to beat Detroit. Come on, man. We're going to the bowl.
Ooh.
And I'm happy because guess what? No matter who wins out the AFC, we get our fucking revenge game. And I don't cuss that off.
And you know what? Patrick Lamar can't stop Patrick. We're going to see him. One or the other. Revenge on both of them because both of them beat our butts regular season, and Patrick beat our butt in the Super Bowl. So we definitely got one. Which one do you want the most?
Bring Chelsea. Bring Mr. and Mrs. Swift. I don't give a damn who you bring. 49 wins the Super Bowl. Period.
Oh, I really believe that too. Then
guess what? Guess what? While everybody going off, Bozzini gonna get y'all one early. I'm gonna get y'all a jewel.
All right.
Ambry Thomas is going to pick Jared Goff off. Ambry Thomas is going to pick Jared Goff off.
Hopefully get that.
And when he do, I want an apology from everybody that's been throwing them in the dirt. Yeah, he made a couple pass interference calls, but it was Ambry Thomas when we went to the NFC Championship against the Rams to beat them in the regular season that stepped up. He ain't that bad. Damn. I get sick of 49. You can't have one bad game. They will turn their back on you. You can't have one bad game. They ain't played 3 weeks. It was a little rusty. A pass interference call. We'd have knocked the dust off.
That's true.
Watch that well-oiled machine. and watch what we do to them little pretty cats.
Boss, I agree, but it was like win or go home. I felt like, have you ever been in near a car accident, got ran off the road, and you sat there for minutes realizing that you didn't get hit and you're okay, but the fool gone, and you're sitting there saying, man, yeah, I see my whole life flash forward.
We've all been in this
same feeling.
Look, we all felt like Pinky yesterday. I was scared, but we all held our own.
Yeah.
Now that the rust is knocked off, we gonna destroy what Don Burry. Hey, them little putty cats going down.
Yeah.
They going down. They going down, Ronbo. When I said that 7, because everybody gonna be sucker in to take the under, and everybody ain't gonna mess with that 7 because they're gonna be like, nope, and Vegas gonna clean up again on y'all.
Right.
We're gonna
for
beat
the
them
suckers
back.
don't know, that's right. Vegas is manipulating. I don't know what kind of software they use, but they were brilliant this past weekend. They cleaned up on just about every bet, and they didn't pay out big money on people who took the home team. I said, man, look at Vegas.
Ain't nobody gonna think it because everybody is so. And here's what everybody keeps forgetting: they've been nice and comfy in their little dome. They got to come play outside now.
Oh, that's right.
They got to play. They're not in their little dome. They got to play on some real grass, not no little dome. And golf gonna start having flashbacks, nothing but sweet memories. After Nick knock them down, he gonna go back to the same old Jerry Golf, and everybody gonna be like, "Oh my God, I didn't see this coming."
Because Bounce, and that's a good point, because the fact of the matter is, them little thugs out of Green Bay, you see how they was jumping up in the 49ers' face all day? One of them jumped up in Trent's face. Trent throwed him in the dirt, but then he got fined. But the thing is, they play on outside, ice-cold eastern conditions. The Pittsburgh Steelers used to always laugh at the rest of the country, said, well, the reason why we got an edge on everybody else is all those wussies are playing in look at those California sissies, man. Those guys are playing in weather conditions. Man, I say, you know, the Steelers, y'all talk a lot of trash, don't you? You know, God.
So listen, Ronbo, they ain't getting in the nice conference of their dome, and them putty cats got to come on the road.
Yep.
That's why they celebrated coming to the championship. They know this is where the buck ends. Plus, who wants to see Detroit in the Super Bowl? That'll be the lowest rated Super Bowl in American history.
That's true. That's true.
Who wants to see Detroit in the Super Bowl?
In fact,
who wants to see Detroit?
The championship game as far as they need to go, because everybody will be, ooh, look at Detroit. They're finally out of the dirt. The toilet got unflushed, and there they are. But that's where they have to stop, okay?
That's why they got to stop, Ronbo.
Yeah.
That's where they got to stop. And the idea of a Detroit-Baltimore Super Bowl, nobody would enjoy that.
Oh.
Nobody.
It'd be a bloodbath. That'd be worse than the Patriots against the Rams that year when the Rams weren't supposed to be there. They were supposed to get taken out by the Saints. They got a call they shouldn't have got. Okay, you know what? I'm not going to get on the Rams because the Rams, that team.
The only thing I got left before I get off, because I know my time out, shout out to you, shout out to production. As long as Vinovich ain't officiate none of our games, I'm okay. If Vinovich come around, then I'm in automatic call the audible. I'm in panic mode. Whatever I say, disregard, because that man hates us. I don't know, for whatever reason he hates San Francisco, but Vinovich hates us.
I forgot about that.
We got to look up who officiating. I ain't done that yet, but if Vinovich got the game, then don't count on nothing.
Yeah.
Because that man hates the 49ers. So for the next 2 games, I don't want to see Vinovich, period, at all.
Too bad Kyle and company can't call and say, listen, we don't mind your crew sitting over. Listen, we do have reservations with Bill Vinovich and his crew. What? Yeah, can we request he not be sent or rotated into this game? Oh,
yeah. I hope he got that AFC Championship because man, he ain't never been nice to us and he don't like us.
Shabazz, I'm going to see you Tuesday. All right, fam.
I will check back in, man. Ronbo, shout out to you, faithful. Calm down and take the 7 points. We beating them by 9 or 10. Bang, bang, 9 again.
Gang. Like by Shabazz. That's great, Bozzini. Feeling bullish on that game coming this weekend. 7 points. Forget about it. If you get 9, up your ante on that and get paid. AJ.
The big payback. How you doing, Ronbo?
AJ, man, I'm doing all right, man. You know, I just ain't talked to you in a long time, and lots happened. Yesterday, I saw my whole life pass before me, though. You know, we've had been some situations before.
Oh yeah, you had a heart attack. I know for a fact.
Well, because losing is okay on some situations and circumstances, But if we lost to somebody other than the Green Bay Packers, and the Packers were better than the 7th seed. They got underrated. If they whooped the Cowboys like that, they should have been probably the number 2 or 3 seed. But they were still the 7th seed, and they came into San Francisco, and they held a clinic for 3 quarters. We got better in the 4th quarter finally. I'm telling you right now, that scared me to death. So after going through that, I feel like a new man, AJ. What's up with you, man?
Hey man, I got a question for you, man. Do you
go right ahead.
since we gotta go through Detroit gotta go through us for the Super Bowl, whatever, but then also you gotta fight against Lamar Jackson and his squad. Damn, I had the question already in my head, but I got online doing some other stuff. So my question is, we both gotta play those players, Goff and Lamar. Do you think Lamar's unstoppable in the Super Bowl? And another thing I meant to ask, that's what I wanted to ask you. Before you answer that, please answer, do you think Cal be stumbling even after the game when he had questions asked after the game? Like
he hates press conferences,
he was just stumbling.
I know.
Yeah, man, I was like, this dude is, he can't be this weak as far as mentally. I mean, because I'm going to keep it real. Detroit Lions coaches, man, he a coach.
He's crazy, man.
Like, you're a real coach. Yeah, he's a coach, and he played before, so it's different.
Yeah. And I tell you something, Kyle thinks his intelligence level is where it is, and he probably believes that too. So when he gets questions, do you notice how very flippant he gets every now and then? He talks back to the reporter.
Very flippant.
Like it was a really stupid question, and he sort of like insults him a little bit. I kind of don't mind that because I don't like a lot of the reporters that are in there, but I'm amazed at how Kyle releases that temper on the reporters, but does it politely. But some of the answers he gave were a little questionable. I still don't understand why Jair Brown's not playing, and I don't know what was meant with that Juwan Jennings play. And Pyle sort of sidestepped both questions. So, but I'll tell you something else, AJ.
But that shows a lot of lack of he stumbles on, like, after the game, you should be able to woo side. He still be having, like, he's tense. He doesn't have, like, a normal medium for that shit. Like, you should be able to become kind of more relaxed at this point, but my question still is, Detroit is a hell of a I do not want to see Detroit at all. But
well, you know what?
If you say that the guy Goff is not that great, and we own him and all that, this is a different
team,
regime. This is a different team. It ain't a different situation. Yeah, so I don't think
different.
His confidence is different now.
Yeah, he's not to be taken lightly. But I see, the thing is, sometimes a lot of us get offended by the fact that some people talk about the other team as if we weren't up to standard or up to snuff to deal with that team. I think most of us think that, we can beat the team. We got a good team now. We may not have had it in the past some years, but this year, I kind of feel the same way about the 49ers. They are tough when they're on their game. When they're out there assing around like they were yesterday because of rain. This is the thing about our team, AJ. All it takes is the elements to stop them from being the 49ers, and that is bothering me. So, I really wish we could get over that problem because it didn't seem to be bothering the Packers that much. How come it bothered us so much? We're slipping and falling. I didn't see the Packers falling down and slipping. No, and Jalen was Hurts wasn't having a problem throwing the ball. So I'm a little bothered by those things. One more thing I want to address, too, real quick. Lamar is not going to beat Patrick. I'm going to just tell you that right now. Ain't going to happen.
No. You don't think so? You don't think, like, this dude got speed, agility.
He's always had that.
Shimmy. It's going to be hard to bring him down. You see how but, I mean, we can always also run to the ball a little bit better this time. I mean, Steve Wilkes and how he plays is kind of nerve-wracking for me, too. I don't like the way he sometimes calls. It's like, damn, this dude got to get better at this shit. I mean, but then the players got to be able to be more active mentally for what they see on film, but not so much playing so tough and tense. Like, they be playing, I don't know, man. It's just Wilkes and how he addresses them maybe and how they respond, or they respond on how the game is going and how the flow is, but then they just don't know how the play was called that way. Why would they, do this call right here at this position? Now we got to try to, we got a lot of abilities in that area, I think. That's all.
And the thing is, when you change defensive coordinators, this is why if we could have kept D'Amico a couple more seasons, look what D'Amico's doing over in Texas. I think his defense is a little more wide open, and players can just pin their ears back and go. We got a little too cute, a little too sophisticated at times. The secondary, I don't mind what Wilkes is doing with them, but I don't know if that's affected the front line defense. It's a little concerning. I don't know.
Chase ain't doing nothing. He ain't earning his name. He was doing good in Washington. That's what I'm confused. He was doing.
5
when he was,
sacks.
I'm like, why the hell you come here and act like you don't know how to play football, or you just don't have the energy to go off? Like, I don't get it. So he's disappointing to me, And then the Kinlaw dude, he done. He's bust. And then you got
wait a minute. He stopped the run
Musgrave.
yesterday a couple of times.
Oh wow, amazing! Yeah, one run. Like this dude, he. I see why Grant Cohen was at his throat and he got all mad because he kind of touched the nerve, and now that kind of upset him. But why you ain't doing that in the film?
Yeah, I know, Javon. I think we're not, because we're going to be trying to cut salary. We're going to shed salary like crazy next year. Javon's going to be a casualty. I think Gibson's going to retire. We got a lot of people. This is going to be a big exit next year because we got to keep certain people. Javon Jennings has got to stay, AJ. Man, we got to.
Oh
keep
hell
him.
yeah, he should be. He almost doing Debo as far as staying healthy and being good, but he's not Debo. I'm just saying he healthy wise, he's staying good. But also, dude, I think the next question for us is how in the hell is Kyle Shanahan gonna pull out this real magic trick genius shit for us at home again? Like, is he gonna really be able to pull some better plays out, or he just still?
AJ, we got to go, but if it ain't raining, I think we'll be back to looking at least normal. That wasn't normal what you saw yesterday. I don't know what the 49ers are doing.
Of course.
But I do know the rain bothers them like no other team. My God.
Man, I had so many people come on to call me talking about, yeah, you barely made it. People text me. I'm like, man, I already know.
Right? We all had to go through that.
Yeah.
Blocking people.
Okay, man. We'll see you next time around on film, okay?
All right, AJ.
With a W, though.
Yes, indeed.
Faithful.
Always great to hear from you. Get back in there more often, will you? All right, fam. See you Tuesday.
Okay. Peace.
All right, AJ. Hey, Josh.
Hey, Ronbo.
Hey, Josh. Well, Josh, we're just looking at raking over the coals we went through yesterday because, the celebration was just too much fun. It's not Victory Monday, but Victory Sunday. Now that you know who your opponent's going to be. It's funny. The theme tonight has swung toward don't underestimate the Lions. I think a lot of us just have a lot of respect for our own team. I have to admit, I was one of the people who thought that we would have a good time playing against the Green Bay Packers. I'll never do that again. So it stands to reason why you have no business assuming anything against the Lions either, because they did win the division. But I think the Packers beat the Lions too this year. And we've seen what they did to the Cowboys. I don't know what I was thinking. I was thinking we'd win at least by 7. I didn't think we'd cover that 10-point spread. But my God, have to fight for our lives in the fourth quarter. Go ahead.
Yeah, well, I think we all kind of we've all been spoiled this season. We really have been spoiled this season with the higher scoring games. So that's the new standard for us. We're not used to winning these close, games.
And battling through the fourth quarter all the way to the end.
Yeah, we're not used to that. And it's the playoffs too. Anything, the saying of any given Sunday, the playoffs,
I hate it. I'm glad we're playing on Saturday.
It's worse than that. So it's the playoffs. I think we kind of forgot that, it's playoffs. Our guys had 3 weeks off. We were going to come out there and just steamroll the hell out of them. So I think a lot of it had to do with rust and rest and the weather. But I think after this match that we have with Green Bay, because they brought the dog fight and they whipped the shit out of us for a little bit. And
a little bit?
Yeah, so I mean, they woke us up. We are football ready now again. We definitely are going to be football ready. There's not going to be any rain with this next game coming up.
I understand it's going to be warm, actually.
It's going to be way different. Expect every trick that Kyle Shanahan has. Expect those. Play actions to CMC and the flea flickers and all of that. He's going to dig deep because a couple of callers have mentioned Don Burr. is he's relentless. Like he is, you know, I got to give my hats off to him and respect him in the Lions team, you know. I mean, I'm an old school Niners fan too, but you know, you got to give respect where respect's due. And Don Burr's biggest weakness though is that he always wants to go just for touchdowns and big plays, and that's where he shoots himself in the foot. Instead of taking, you know, the points that he could get.
Hold on.
It's like Josh Allen.
Josh, hold on a second. Brandon, no, don't spam. You don't do that. We get it. If the 49ers and the Chiefs are in the Super Bowl, we got it. We got it the first 4 or 5 times. Stop it. I'm gonna have to throw you out. All right. All right. Go ahead.
Yeah. No. You know, but I think I think it's going to be a really good game for sure. You know, I think we're definitely going to win. I have no doubt about that at all. And you know what a lot of people aren't realizing is, Ronbo, if the Seahawks can beat Detroit, we can beat them.
Wait.
And we own Seahawks.
This is news. The 49ers the Seahawks played Detroit this year?
No. Seattle beat Detroit this year.
Oh, that's right. No, Seattle, I didn't even know they played. Well, this is good news.
Yeah, week 2.
Was that Geno Smith out there?
Yeah, if Geno Smith can beat them.
That's hilarious. Okay, I feel better already.
You know, we can beat them. You know, and you know the only thing that the Lions really do have going for them is their blitz disguise, credible disguise for their blitz.
Yeah,
you know, really good.
But you know,
and
that's
and their run game and the play action, you know, and their run game's not even that great. Their running backs are really good, but
that's the thing.
And that's it though. You've said it. Their secondary is, you know, they can't do anything.
They're suspect.
Oh, really suspect. So it's going to be a different outcome. You know, Brock is going to be on point. You know, Devo, he's going to play for sure. There's no doubt in my mind he's going to miss this game
He's got to deal with Chauncey Gardner. I forgot about that little exchange they had. Gardner decided that Devo was not that good, and he got paid. And, of course, Devo, you know how he is. He took huge exception to that. So Devo's going to play this weekend, whether, you know, he's definitely going to have to play. God.
Yeah, no, and I'd like to point out to Rudy, too, stop crying about Puka and the flags. You know, Ayuk, he made a catch, contested. You know, a guy was right on him, made that catch. Puka wouldn't make that catch. Quit crying, Rudy.
You know, we have to sympathize with Rudy because he doesn't realize the Rams are not on the 49ers level, but he insists on saying any and everything he can. Well, we did this and we did that, but we also have this. You know, back in '58, we won this and that. I said, Rudy, why? Why? What? God. So, you know, he's just weird. So, but anyway. Continue.
Yeah, well, you know, and we got to have some confidence here in Brock Purdy too, guys. You know, like he did it. He led us into that last minute drive to get us the win. You know, to put us in position to win.
Yep.
You know, I mean, all 3 quarters it wasn't going our way, and you know he finally buckled in and he zoned in and we got the win. And Kyle, he broke his own curse and. Speaking of curses, man, Buffalo, the curse is real, Ronbo.
Oh, it's so bad. I felt sorry for him. Man, you guys had the game. Josh, you had Stephon Diggs. He's going to leave next year. Diggs was a little reluctant to come back this year. You know what? I bet you Stephon Diggs is either asking to be traded or just walks away. God.
I wouldn't be surprised if he has to get, if he's trying to get traded, I wouldn't be surprised.
Well. Kansas City will give up the farm for him, I guess. Oh, can you imagine?
Yeah, and where's Big Show at? Big Show's been gone too.
Big Show's waiting for us to win the Super Bowl. He'll come out then. Big Show has had.
He's probably working on the script with his brother Nick Wright.
You know, no, come on. Big Show's not a Nick Wright guy. Big Show he's just tired of us getting there and not harvesting the crop. You know what? We'll see what happens this year. Big Show, I guarantee you. I talk to him all the time. Big Show's a good guy. He just gets frustrated. Because we're not, you know, getting that final. But listen, Josh, I'll see you Tuesday, and let's talk some more.
All right, Ronbo. Hey, give me a Niners shout out.
Oh, can do. Niners! Big Josh. Hi, Josh.
All right.
And hey, Tony. ATL, Tony.
Ronbo, what it is.
Tony, man, we're sitting back here and enjoying these playoffs after yesterday's big scare. Tell you, I think I lost weight yesterday. for 2 hours of just pure stress. God, that was terrible. So today, clear head, slept good. You know, this is the world of football. If you're gonna follow this sport, expect to be traumatized. I mean, think of Buffalo, Tony. You know, what in the world? Are they going to switch coaches? They should bring Belichick in over there.
Buffalo lost that. You know how many yards rushing? First of all, Kansas City had 145 yards rushing. They got most of that later in the game. They had under 100 yards rushing until the fourth quarter. Buffalo ran for 182 yards. But you know what, Ronbo? On the last 3 drives, and you and I said, if you know what I'm going to say, pass. They stopped running the rock.
Josh does not get it. His coach does not get it. I mean, coach, why don't you stick with what's working for you? You're keeping Patrick off the field. You're scoring points. You know, stop.
And they're mixing up
keep doing it.
They were doing high percentage short passes too. You saw the game, Ronbo. First down, they throwing deep to Diggs, who almost caught it. But why are you throwing deep to Diggs on first down with under 5 minutes left? Run the rock. Get you a couple first downs. Run the clock. Hit some short passes, 15, 14, 10-yard passes. Move the ball methodically, like y'all were doing earlier. They stopped doing it the last 3 drives.
Hero ball. And when Josh does do something, when he runs the ball, I don't have a problem with that anymore. But Josh, I know everybody knows you got a big arm. But in this case, think. Just stop and think. What would be the intelligent play to do? I blame his coach for that, though, because you gotta guide him. And they're not guiding him. They need an offensive-minded coach that can go in there. Can you imagine what somebody like Kyle Shanahan could do with him? Well, Kyle likes that anyway. He's already said he wanted somebody like that. That's why we went after Trey Lance, you know. But that coach doesn't know how to treat Josh. Josh has no discipline at half the time. And I'm not saying he's a bad coach, but calling him John Elway is a joke.
Yeah, I know. And Ronbo, I'd like to give a shout-out to Michael Catanzaro. Did I pronounce his name? Catanzaro?
Catanzaro, yeah.
Yeah, real nice dude.
Yeah.
Real nice dude. Real nice.
Yeah,
and knowledgeable on the game of football, unlike some of these trolls, which I haven't seen much of lately. Texas boy. We know you watching, Texas boy, like Ronbo said a couple calls ago. We know you watching.
Gene D.
You're hiding like you always do. Gene D.
Ready to go?
Yep, ready to go. Gene D will pop in and then pop out. He'll pop in early and pop right.
And Joseph Smiley, we know you're still out there.
Yep. Also that knucklehead, young Hannah Montana. I know you don't like him.
Man, I forgot all about him. God, they're so. You know what burns up about them? They used to call themselves 49er fans, and now I question whether they really were or not. Because people who come in, fans who just only like a certain player, and then when that player gets replaced or beat out or something, they go all nuts and start. I mean, I've never seen anybody start. They align themselves with the trolls. They're going around and saluting Rams fans and Hawks fans and just to annoy the rest of us. What? That's a new strategy. I've never seen that before.
And Rudy annoyed me one time about a week or two ago. I'd like to get a shout out to Gene D, Hannah Montana. I'm like, Rudy, even though I'm not a Niners fan, technically I'm not a Niners fan, you can't come in a Niners shirt and give a shout out to troll. What's wrong with you?
I'm telling you, they're an alliance. Yes. I call them the other insane clown posse. You know? Oh yeah, Mike G, Tommy Testosterone. Well, Tommy was. Ooh boy, that dude.
Ronbo, getting back to y'all's situation. Let me ask you your honest football opinion. Just try to be, just
give your own perspective.
Mm.
Do you think that loss to Baltimore, not the 3 losses early, I'm talking about later in the year, the loss to Baltimore, the meaningless loss to the Rams, and the scare that y'all had on Saturday
last night,
are serious wake-up calls, and now y'all going to get it together and be on your game these last 2 games?
Yeah, because the 49ers need to realize they're mortal. Okay, guys, you can't bring anything less than the best you got. But you know what? Honestly, from playing ball, I know they were trying their best, but the best wasn't good enough. Whenever our coach says, guys, what you've got to do is you got to rise above wherever you think your level of highest achievement is. You need to ignore that and find that at the zone. That used to inspire you to reach. Don't doubt yourself. Be inclined towards somewhere you've never been before. And I needed that from the guys yesterday, and we kind of got it in the fourth quarter. Brock Purdy showed me something yesterday. And when it was all over, and he could have melted. He didn't. He stuck with it.
He got hurt.
Yeah.
He got hurt. Yep.
Last few plays, he brought it.
It is true. Frank Ragnow, the All-Pro center, the 2024 All-Pro center, he'd get hurt. I don't know it's Detroit. Jonah Jackson, the left guard out of Ohio State, he made the Pro Bowl in 2021. He got hurt. I think his is more serious.
Damn.
He might not play, but we don't know because he came back in the game for a couple plays and went back out.
Yeah, it reflected that coach. Tough guy.
Yeah. Yeah, so I don't know. Those are 2 injuries, their center and their left guard. So that's something that we'll hear about over the wires in the next few days.
Yeah, I was watching a clip off ESPN. I felt because what's the coach's name in Detroit?
I forgot the coach's name.
Anyway, everybody else asked. Anyway, the center was taking exception to people asking him, "Was he okay? You okay?" Dan Campbell. Campbell went over after Campbell got concerned about it too, because Vita Vea is a load for a man with 2 healthy legs, let alone 1 bad knee. So he would have.
We wanted him in the
You all right? All right.
Draft. We couldn't trade up to get him.
Yeah.
And Ronbo, that offensive coordinator, I love their offensive coordinator because I want him as our head coach, Ben Johnson. Y'all got to go up against him. Yeah. Ben Johnson.
Yeah, he's
so I don't think we're gonna get him. He's very innovative. He's from the Mike and Kyle Shanahan coaching tree, like I was telling you on your last show. Kyle knows him very well.
Yeah. See, Detroit, and they're going to be playing their butt off because I think there's a relaxation factor. People said about Green Bay yesterday. Green Bay came out there with guns blazing, nails flying, and they were just going nuts. They said, we ain't got nothing. We're playing with house money, baby. You guys beat us. Ain't nobody. It's not going to be unexpected. We beat you, and we get all the love. And they came in and they played their heart out. God, they look good.
I already knew about Green Bay, all those former first-round picks on defense. Even though Stokes was missing their nickelback, the former first-round, he didn't. I knew about Green Bay. I just didn't want to say nothing. Detroit, Ronbo, y'all got to stop their run because Jahmyr Gibbs showed his butt today in rushing and receiving.
I saw it.
He had close to 200 yards rushing and receiving by himself.
I saw it. And I hope Dre. I want even more so than Fred. I hope Dre make sure he's concerned about come running down through there. So I don't know. I like when they get them at the initial line of scrimmage, and then Fred and Dre deal with people. But these guys are good. I saw them.
Yeah. And Ronbo, if I can, real quick, Harold in the chat. I don't know if we're hiring Dylan Belichick. We had 2 interviews with him. Yeah. We have our second interview with Jim Harbaugh either in the morning or Tuesday morning. I want Harbaugh, but I don't know. I just want to answer his question real quick. He asked me in the chat.
Yeah, you know.
And Ronbo, if I could,
you got to need a quarterback.
The Niners a quick pep talk. Y'all don't need a pep talk. Yeah. The Niner Empire. Yeah. Any Niner football players listen to this chat? I know maybe a couple of you. Y'all are veteran pros. Y'all don't need a pep talk. Niner Empire. Detroit's coming in here, and I'm going to get Frank Niner Empire if you get mad at me if you want. Detroit's coming in here. They want to whip y'all's ass. Mm-hmm. Detroit's tired of losing. This is their shot to get to the Super Bowl. They don't care about the Niners and Niner history. They got a good offense, a good offensive line. Defense is pretty good. But I noticed they wasn't stopping the run today. They're going to come in here with the attitude of hitting y'all in the mouth, y'all's own house. They're going to come in here with the attitude of being a bully.
Yeah.
So I say you Niner Empire and Niner players, what y'all going to do about it? Thank you, Ronbo.
And you know what? The Packers came in with that idea too. The Packers was all up in the 49ers grill talking trash. I didn't expect that. I said, who are these people? Those are the Packers? They never going for bad like this. Look at this. So, I think Detroit, like you say, they got a chip on their shoulder.
You saw the Lions game today. That secondary is whack, and y'all can take advantage of it. But what I'm afraid of, I don't want y'all to do like y'all did against Baltimore, get behind and get out of your company. Like Buffalo today, late in the game. Don't stop the run. Like in Green Bay game, y'all didn't stop running. You did that long touchdown McCaffrey had running.
Yeah.
Y'all passed it, but y'all ran it too. You can't just pass. That's going to do you in every time, and you know this.
Well, no. And they know, because the thing is, I think we were going to do a lot of running until Debo got hurt, because the combination of Debo and McCaffrey, the ground game becomes vicious, and then Debo got hurt, and McCaffrey's out there on his own. So, we'll see, because I don't think Kyle's crazy about airing the ball out all the time if it's not necessary. If you can run the clock and brutalize the team, that's exactly the kind of football we want to play. So.
Yeah, one of those analysts was trying to compare. He was talking about McCaffrey. Then he talked about the Lions' two running backs, Montgomery and Jahmyr Gibbs. Then he was talking about Kittle. Then he was talking about the Lions' tight end, that kid.
There's some comparisons, aren't there?
Laporta, yeah. And then, you got Kyle Shanahan, Ben Johnson. They coached together at Washington. So he's out of that Shanahan tree. So there are some comparisons. But their secondary can't touch y'all's.
Yeah.
Y'all can get them with the secondary. Still got to run. And White was running on them today. Tampa was running on them today. That's a positive for you guys. Y'all look at that film.
I was watching that, and I was trying to figure out how Kyle going to approach this game. Because it ain't going to be like last week. The 49ers will be a little fired up this week. They're no longer 3 weeks rust. They got the bejesus slapped out of them yesterday. They should be ready to go now. Anyway,
and
Tony,
Kyle
always a pleasure.
Shanahan, yes, sir. Kyle Shanahan, you haven't played him. Now it's the time to release Jordan Mason and Elijah Mitchell. Now's the time, because there's no film on them for a couple of weeks.
Yes.
Play them now, Kyle. Play them now.
I'll need him now and then. Get him in.
Yep.
All right, Tony. Always a pleasure. I will see you.
Especially if Debo's not playing, we'll put McCaffrey in the receiving game more and play Elijah Mitchell. Ronbo, it's been a pleasure. And there has been 2 games. The Detroit Lions at San Francisco in 1957, the year the Lions won the championship. The Niners with White, Tittle, all them, they had a big lead, and Detroit came back and won. 1983, Detroit with Billy Sims at San Francisco. Detroit had a short lead, and Joe Montana, one of those Joe Montana specials, they came back and won. So there is playoff history.
Anytime you beat Billy Sims, boy. All right. Good stuff. Thanks for enlightening on that, Tony. Well, hey, let's see you Tuesday, and just have a great night. Good luck with that interview tomorrow. Hopefully it comes out like you want it to come out. And if you like Harbaugh, hopefully get him. All right.
Yeah, because it'll help our quarterback situation.
Yeah, quarterback whistle. I don't want him
Go
anywhere.
Niners, man, because Detroit ain't going to be playing. Y'all better have your big boy pants on. They coming here to punk y'all. I'm telling you straight up. They are, Ronbo.
Oh, I know. They want that. They want that championship. They want to go to the Super Bowl. No doubt about it. All right, Tony. Have a great night.
Good night, Ronbo.
Thanks, Tony. And let's go ahead and wrap it up. I tell you what, I'm gonna see you Tuesday, and I tell you what, I can't wait. As soon as I hear about Debo's gonna be okay. I can't wait. Thanks for the contributions, fam, as usual, and please don't forget to subscribe before you take off. We want to notify you when we're doing this again. Come on in and join us, and help us with sorting out our troll situation on the chat. We pretty much had it in control lately, due to the fact that most of the trolls have been eliminated. Oops, excuse me. All of them have been eliminated, except for Don Burr. Tommy B! Fam, do you realize getting past Detroit means we'll actually be troll-free. They'll have no bullets. Now, Everett, I don't, do we call Everett a troll, or do we just call him psychotic? I don't know why he have anything to say. He just likes your company, fam. Give the little fella some love. I see it Tuesday. It's hilarious.